Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Ricky's here with me today.
Hello.
We're going to be playing some Forbidden Stars, which in the theme of this week, this is the 9th video that I've done this week. And the theme is I'm playing games which I want to play and I don't have time to play. So I've taken the week off work to basically play games. And you've not played this before.
Nope.
I've played this about 8 or so years ago.
Once.
Don't remember anything about it apart from it uses dice and cards in a clever way in combat.
Okay.
That's all I remember about it. And the last time I played was 2-player. And we're going to be playing 2-player today. Now, neither of us really know how to play.
No.
We've both been busy this morning doing other things, so we are going to be learning how to play pretty much from the rule book.
Yes. I mean, I watched a video.
You watched a video, so
Yeah.
you've got a bit of an idea. Now,
It was on.
we are playing the 2-player introductory game. So we have a board made up of 6 map tiles.
Yep.
And the objective of the game is to get your 2 objectives. So I have an objective here and here. You have an objective here and here.
Yes.
And you go there, get the objective, bring it back here. And once you've got your 2 objectives, you win.
Yes.
That's it. This isn't...
Getting an objective. I mean, to work out how to do that.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just gonna take it.
It's mine. Thank
There
you.
you go. There you go.
You win.
Thank you very much for watching.
Space Crusade.
Awesome game. Where did these go again?
One here. One here.
Okay, right. We also have a timer. We have 8 rounds, and if after 8
That's
rounds...
a penguin.
It's a penguin, yeah. Once we get to the penguin, then... I don't know. Well, it's the one with the most objectives, but we've only got 2. So what happens if we both have... Let's
One.
find this out now. What happens if we
tiebreaker?
both have 1 objective at the end?
There's a rules reference as well.
The rules reference, but
Right.
it's a game overview. Yada, 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 yada,
Winning and
yada.
losing the game.
Yeah. Check that out. See what it says.
If multiple players win the game at the same time, the player collecting the most objective tokens wins.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
still tied, the tied player who has the most friendly worlds wins.
Friendly Worlds.
Which is a world with one of our tokens on it. If still tied, the player with the most units on the game board wins. If still tied, the tied players share the victory.
Okay.
During the first step of the refresh phase, all players simultaneously collect all objective tokens that belong to their faction and on friendly worlds.
Right. So you've got to be on the planet.
Be friendly.
It be friendly. It says it's explained later on. So, off we go then. We've done the setup. We've done the introductory setup. Once you've played the game before, there is an advanced setup where you can use a different map setup and things like that. You found it?
Yeah, if no player has won the game by the end of the 8th game round, then the game ends and the player that has gathered the most objective tokens wins the game. Ties are broken following the rules bar.
Okay, right. We have our faction map. We have our combat deck. We have an event deck. We have our upgrade decks.
Got minis and stuff.
We've got minis and stuff. Mine are off camera,
So mine.
but they're here. And yeah, it has to be said, this is a copy of the game that I got off Martin, one of my patron supporters. And if you know the game, you'll be thinking, well, these look different. It's because there are these 3D printed plastic holders for all of the tiles in the game to protect the edges. And the cards are sleeved as well. And yeah, so we play the game over a series of rounds, maximum of 8 rounds. Each round consists of 3 phases, which is the planning phase, where we are going to be placing our order tokens on the board. Basically programming what you want to do. Then we have the operations phase, where we're going to take turns resolving those tokens. And then we have the refresh phase, where we are collecting our objectives, collecting material, rallying our routed units, moving warp storms, and resolving event cards.
Okay.
And then the first player token passes and we advance the round marker. You've got the first player token, so that's decided randomly. So the planning phase. During the planning phase, players take turns placing order tokens face down on the game board. We then reveal those tokens and resolve them in the next phase. So we have 8 planning tokens.
2 of each type, I
yes,
guess.
2 of each type. There are 4 different orders,
So we can't do the same order 4 times.
or even 3 times.
No.
You've got deploy, strategize, dominate, and advance. And you can place a maximum of 4 tokens. So you place them face down on the order token box, which is the middle. And the first player does that, and then proceeding clockwise around the table, everybody else does it, and then you repeat the process until everybody has placed 4. Now you can place them in a system. Oh, if a system has already got one, you put it on top.
Yep.
and there's nothing to stop you putting one in, me putting one in, and then you putting one in, and basically you stack them up.
Yeah, you can only put it in a place where you're friendly or adjacent to somewhere you're friendly.
Yes.
To start with, that's everywhere for us.
It says you cannot place an order token in a system if you do not have a unit or structure either in or adjacent to that system.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two types of plastic pieces in the game. I guess these are units and these are structures.
Correct.
So at the moment, both of us can place anywhere.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Till we kill each other.
I guess in a 4-player game that wouldn't be the case. It says if two systems share only a corner, they are not adjacent.
Yes, orthogonally adjacent.
Yeah, now we have these warp storms. I'm assuming that these two are not adjacent.
Well, don't know.
We don't know.
Do warp storms stop adjacent?
First question. Do warp storms stop adjacency? Right. Hi, Mark. Hi, Monica.
Anyone played this before? Does anyone know
Hi,
any of the
Mark.
rules?
Hi, Martin. And hi, Martin. Is Martin there? I thought I saw Martin. No, no. Stephen's here as well. Alex is here. Sadiq is here. He's got a copy of the game and never played it. Well, pop over. Pop over. We can play 3-player.
Quick.
As long as you know how if warp storms block adjacency, because that is the big question.
It doesn't say anything. Well,
What are warp storms?
Units cannot move through warp storms.
Right.
Systems separated by warp storm are still adjacent.
There we go.
Hurrah!
We have an answer. Okay, so the different orders. You can play the deploy order, which is...
Looks like a factory going down. And that down arrow on the factory.
That can be used to either spend your material to purchase new units, and I believe you have to have a factory to be able to purchase the new units. I believe, but we'll get to that later.
Yes, it says on here on the order.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
More rules on here than there is
Oh, yes.
in the rulebook.
And or you can purchase a new structure,
Yes.
but only if it's friendly.
A friendly world.
Friendly world.
Not space.
Can't build structures in space.
Nope.
They float off. Right. The other thing you can do is you can strategize, where you can purchase an order upgrade. One of those, I think. Or a combat upgrade, or both. And then you place the order token on top of your event deck, which will allow you to draw an event card during the refresh phase, which is there. So strategize is all about cards. Or you could dominate, which is that.
Mm-hmm.
The player gains assets from each friendly world in the system.
Yep.
And the assets are...
Things in the red circles.
Things in the red circles next to the scrolls.
But you don't get the green things. You get them during refresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you dominate, you also get to do the special ability on your sheet.
Yep.
So I believe only when you dominate.
It says when you dominate yours.
And the final thing is advance, where you can move your units to the system and start a combat.
Uh-huh.
So you don't put them where you're moving from, you put them where you're moving into.
Okay.
Right. Then the operations phase. So what's going to happen is we take turns resolving the order tokens placed in the planning phase. First player, and then proceeding clockwise, you choose one of your tokens that is on top of a stack. You reveal the order token, resolve it, and then you remove it from the game board. And the operation phase ends when all players have resolved all order tokens on the game board.
Okay.
Now, I can see a situation where it's your turn to resolve one and you can't because it's underneath one of mine. Maybe that won't happen. Anyway, when you reveal an order token, you choose to either resolve the token's effect or place the token face up on top of the event deck.
Is it what order do we resolve them in? Player order?
Player order. So
yes, if I put one down, you put one down, I put one down, you cover all four of mine, and then we start the thing and I can't resolve one because all four of mine are covered.
If a player does not have any order tokens on the top of any stack, you must skip your turn. But then you must resolve an order during your next turn if you've got... Okay. So that would be bad for me because then I'm having to... it might not be bad for me. But anyway, so when you reveal it, if you've changed your mind, if you don't want to do it, you can put it on the event deck. And that will get you an event card at the end of the round. But if you play Strategize, that goes on there anyway, and you will get an event card with Strategize.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through the operations in more detail later. Then we have the refresh phase. So during the refresh phase, each player collects material from objective tokens from friendly worlds. Sorry, material and objective tokens from friendly worlds, which are worlds that contain only your units or structures.
So, for example, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 But that doesn't count as a
I
non-friendly.
I don't think that's a unit or a structure. And then you rally your routed units so that they're ready for the next round. I think if they're routed, you pop them on the side.
They're knocked over.
And then each player resolves the following. Oh, right. Collect objectives, collect material, rally routed units, draw events, move warp storms, and then end of round. So collecting objectives is collect your objective token that's on a friendly world. Right. Then you win the game if you've got to. And then collect materia is the green number, which you track here. I don't know why it's on a dial, but I think every game from Fantasy Flight Games had to come with a dial.
It's a rule.
So it's a rule.
Yeah.
Rallying routed units is standing them up. Drawing events and moving warp storms, you draw a number of cards from your event deck equal to the number of order tokens on it. Return the order tokens to the supply. And then starting with the first player and proceeding clockwise, each player chooses an event card from amongst the ones you drew. You move the warp storm on the game board following the warp storm movement icon.
So we draw how many there are tokens.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then starting with the first player and going clockwise, you choose a card, play it, move the warp storms based on what's on the card, and then you resolve the card. After you resolve the card, you then shuffle all unchosen event cards back into there. So you're only going to get to do one event,
but you have multiple choice.
But if you draw multiple cards, you get more choice.
Okay.
So warp storms move. We'll do that later. Can't move a warp storm onto another warp storm. If you didn't draw any event cards, then you must still move a warp storm.
Right.
So you reveal the top card of your event deck and move the warp storm based on what's printed on the card.
Oh.
Right. So, winning the game. Get 2 objective tokens.
Okay.
The orders in detail. Deploy. So if you deploy, you purchase units if you have a factory. So I've got a preset for this. This is my board. I assume yours is similar, but it tells you how much it costs.
Yeah, it looks the same, I think.
To purchase the unit. If you have a factory in the active system, you may purchase units and place them on any friendly or uncontrolled areas in the system.
So it's on the same square.
And you may purchase one structure and place it on any friendly world in the active system that doesn't already contain a structure. So building a city is 3, building a factory is 2, building a bastion is 2. I don't know what this is. This is something to do with combat.
These are command points. So every city you have gives you one of these. You can only buy, because factories build things, cities give you command points. You can only start with, because we'll start with no cities, we can only build the first 4. And then when we get 1 city, we can build the next one. And then we get 2 cities, and then 3.
Right. Okay.
That's what that does.
And then purchasing units, some of them cost extra. So to build one of this, a battle barge or a warlord titan also costs one of those little hammer tokens, which is a forge token cost.
Which we can get from buildings.
You can only place ground units on worlds and ships on voids. Void is presumably space. All right, okay. The maximum number of units that you can purchase with one deploy order is dictated by your deploy limit, which is equal to the unit capacity of the world, which is shown in the number of skulls. So the maximum number of units that a player can purchase with one deploy order is dictated by your deploy limit, which is equal to the unit capacity of the world in the active system where the factory is located.
So at the moment I've got a factory here with 3 skulls on.
Is this a system or is this a system?
The whole square is a system.
Is it?
I believe so.
Structure the game board. Arrange the necessary system tiles. Okay, so it is a system. It's just it says, what happens if you can't have a structure. Can you only have a structure?
A system is a single tile comprised of 4 areas that are set by gold.
Areas, that's it. So there can only be one structure in a whole system.
Okay, so I can't have a city and a factory.
Nope.
In one system.
Yep. Any friendly world in the active system that does... Oh, no, hang on. Any friendly world in the active system that does not already contain a structure. Okay, so each friendly world can have a structure.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 worlds here.
The reason why I'm querying it is what happens if you've got a factory on both? do you have to choose one? If you have a factory in the active system, you may purchase units and place them on any friendly. So I guess you wouldn't have a factory on both.
I just want to
I
make
don't know.
we get loads of people, I guess.
Well, I don't think it helps. I think you have to choose a world to produce on. So, rules question for anybody watching. If I have a factory here and a factory here,
Yeah.
when I produce, can I produce a maximum of 6 units?
When you deploy.
Sorry, when I deploy, can I deploy a maximum of 6 units? Because there's 3 there and 3 there. I don't know. We're not going to get to that for quite a while. Command level, which is what you were talking about. So each player has a command level, which tells you which things you can buy,
You can't
which is equal to the
be able
number
to
of
afford
cities.
the people, I think.
Right, okay. Each unit and upgrade card has a command level requirement, and you can only purchase units and upgrades at command level. What's the question?
You city of some of the cards as well. Okay. By 3 units, you have to spend 3 forges.
Well, if I buy 3 of those units, then
Forge
yes.
tokens allow a player to build units 1 level higher than their current city level. Okay, so the forge token can bypass this by 1.
I've not seen that in the
Yeah.
rules yet. Cool. we might get there in a minute. So purchasing structures, which are cities, bastions, and factories. You spend the material, place it on a friendly world in the active system on top of one of your structure control tokens. So yeah, structure control tokens basically mean it's yours.
You own it.
You cannot place a structure on a world that already has a structure. Yep. Okay, right. The dominate order. So the dominate order is you gain the assets granted by each friendly world in the active system, which are...
If I was to go here, I'd get a hammer.
Yeah, because it's a friendly world.
Mm-hmm.
The player takes the corresponding tokens from the supply and places them in the play area. If the world provides multiple assets, you get all of them. And then you resolve your faction ability on your board.
Mm-hmm.
So assets are the forge tokens, and it does say here, alternatively, a player may spend a forge token when purchasing a unit to reduce its command level requirement by 1. Okay. This allows you to purchase a unit that you would normally be unable to purchase. There are cash tokens, which are the cogs. And it says that when purchasing a unit or structure, you can spend a cash token to reduce the material cost by 2. Because it's got 2 cogs on it, right? Reinforcement tokens are flags during the reinforced step of combat. So they help in combat. We'll get to them later. And there is prosperity. Have we got prosperity anywhere?
Little flag things.
No. But if we did,
Yeah,
you would gain 1 asset token of your choice.
Don't have them in it.
Yeah. Right, strategize. If you have a unit or structure in the active system, you may look through all cards in your upgrade decks. You may then purchase 1 order upgrade and or 1 combat upgrade if you meet each card's command level restrictions, which is printed in the top left. After resolving this order, you then put the token on top of your event deck, which will get you an event later on. So you have to spend an amount of materia shown on the card to get it. And order upgrades increase the functionality of order tokens.
Yep.
After purchasing 1, you place it in your play area next to your faction sheet. So we'll rearrange stuff. And combat upgrades, you shuffle it into your combat deck. Right.
Okay.
And then the advance order. So you use these to move. After, to resolve an advance order, a player moves units into the active system. After moving units, the player resolves a combat if there is a contested area. An area that contains both friendly and enemy units or structures. Let's put one over. So, first thing you do is you move ships. You may move ships in the active system and 1 adjacent system to any voids in the active system.
Go to there.
Yes.
Or to there?
Yeah, any void in the active system. But only from the system itself and any 1 adjacent system. Then you resolve combat. See you later. Units cannot move through warp storms, and you can create a maximum of 1 contested area when resolving this. You may move any number of units with a mobilize order, but a maximum of 5 units can end their movement in each area. When moving a ship, you can move a ship from the void it currently occupies to any void in the active system, even if the two areas are not adjacent. Yeah, so it can go, like you said, from there to over there. Ground units, you can move a unit from the world it currently occupies to any world in the active system connected via a path. A path is a series of contiguous, non-diagonal friendly areas. And a path can consist of worlds, voids, or a mixture of both.
So you can go from here,
Yeah.
dink, dink.
Yeah, I believe so. Easier from the world to any world in the active system connected via a path. Contiguous, non-diagonal friendly areas.
Mm-hmm.
Ground units can move from one world to an adjacent world without the use of a ship. Thematically, they are using non-military transport ships. Okay.
Okay.
Each area has a unit capacity.
Uh-huh.
Voids have a unit capacity of 3. And worlds have a unit capacity equal to the number of skulls, which is the maximum number of units that can exist on an area after resolving an order. Now, it said earlier that a maximum of 5 units can end their movement in each area, but the unit capacity is after resolving the order a maximum of...
So you go and fight,
Yeah.
and then lose all your people, but then that's fine.
Yeah.
What happens if there's too much?
Right.
They eat each other.
Yeah. After resolving an order, including any combat triggered, you must destroy any of your units that exceed the unit's capacity.
Go.
Right. So we have an example of advancing. And it looks like that ship is going into there.
Skippity skip.
That scout is going from there to there.
Because I suppose that's
So
what
the
happened
ship goes
first, and then that, and then that can then bounce, and then that can bounce, and
there.
yeah, okay.
And meanwhile, that can then bounce to there because it's adjacent.
Yep.
And that's contained. You can only create a maximum of 1 contested area.
You can move. As long as you can move it, you can move it. You don't
Yeah.
have a certain amount of movement points or anything like that.
I don't think so. I think everything can move.
As long as it can.
Yep. Right. Orbital strike. After resolving an advance order, if there are no contested areas, then the active player may resolve an orbital strike. You choose an enemy world in the active system, choose a void that is adjacent, roll a number of dice equal to the combined combat value of all ships, and if you roll the bolter gun thing, then that's how much damage you deal. Okay, right. But if you started a fight, you don't get to do that. So, combat. Shall we read combat when we get to it?
Can. I'm assuming that'll happen pretty quickly.
I think so.
With 4 action tokens, what's going to happen straight away?
So there's a whole combat thing which we'll get to later. Bastions are not units, but they do contribute dice and morale during combat.
I think they stop orbital strikes as well. I believe. The Bastion. There's people hide in it.
They cannot resolve an orbital strike against a world containing a bastion structure. Yeah. So 2 examples of combat: retreating and then stop. You now know how to play.
Let's stop reading.
Stop reading. Okay. And we have the rules reference for lots of
Other stuff.
including round overview and
I do
things
like that.
I like that, yeah.
That's really nice.
Right then.
Okay, well, tokens.
Off we go.
What do I want? Information.
For those people watching who know the game, have we got any of the rules wrong?
You have upgrade for orbital strike, you can bypass it. Ooh, interesting.
Let's just go through what we've got. So we've both got scouts, which have got, I don't know what that is, or what that is, or what
They're
that
not
is.
called scouts, mate. They're called cultists.
Ah, the scouts here.
Cultists, obviously.
So I do need to look at just a little bit to see what these things are. It is the combat value. So the first, the blue one's combat value. The second one is the health value.
The skulls, okay.
The third one is the morale value.
Right.
So this is coming back to me now. When you have a fight, you can either kill them by depleting their health or depleting their morale and causing them to run away. I think.
Okay.
From memory. So we've got scouts or cultists, which for me are 1, 2, 2.
Yep, 1, 2, 2 cultists.
Right. I've then got a strike cruiser here.
I've got an iconoclast destroyer.
Which is 2, 2, 2.
2, 2, 2.
We've then got Space Marines over here.
I have Chaos Space Marines over here.
2-3-3.
Well, 3-3-2.
Oh, so mine are less good in fighting, but more morale.
Yeah, well, mine are Chaos Space Marines. You know.
Do I have a Land Raider anywhere? I don't. That's it. I don't have any of the big things.
No.
And I can't build any more Space Marines because I don't have a city.
No, unless you get a hammer.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Right. So off we go then.
Right, yeah, we need to put some things on. What we do? Yeah, because you've got like a couple of rally things on
Right.
your things, and you've got a hammer here.
And you get that if you dominate.
Yes, so I've got cogs and rally things.
What were the flanks again?
Rally, you said?
Reinforcement token, which will be used in combat.
Reinforce.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Right, well, and we start with 6 stuff. We can't build unless I've got a friendly person there. So let's do that. Why not?
Well, you've got 2 big things. All right.
Yeah, 2 Chaos Space Marines, 2 Cultists, 1 Arcana Class Destroyer,
Well, 1 Space Marine.
1 Factory. 6
I've got 4 scouts there.
Yeah, it's got some kind of balance going on here.
Yes. Okay. So
Interesting. Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna put that there. Right. Now,
Max dice number is 8. If cards say that you get any dice, you can't. Since the game comes to 16 dice, they could divide the lot between the 2 of them now.
there you go. Right, I'm done.
Nope. Have a quick look at the upgrades. One sec. What kind of values we're talking? Gosh. I'll put 2 down, 2 left to go. You.
So that's your 4.
There's my 4. Whether it's right or not, I have no idea. Chaos! Chaos! Why am I crazy? 1 per round.
Ooh. Okay, so we have done that particular phase of the game. We're now into the operation phase.
In turns, we're taking turns to do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this one.
Deploy
Deploy. I'm going to spend 2 material
to build a factory
to build a factory. Who would have thought it?
on any friendly world, or a neutral world.
I don't think so.
You can.
Can you? Deploy.
Any friendly world.
Purchase structure.
Okay.
Any friendly world in the actual system.
Friendly world.
Mhm.
And a definition of a friendly world is
Someone's got someone.
only containing.
An area is friendly to player if it contains at least one of his units or structures and none of his opponent's units or structures.
Yeah. Okay. But you need to put a thing underneath it.
Oh yeah.
So we know it's yours. Right. I'm going to resolve. This one.
Dominate.
Dominate. Gain assets from each friendly world in the active system.
You get a hammer and a cog.
Do get a hammer and a cog, and
Then for
place
the
this. Yeah. So for the Emperor, when you resolve a dominate order, you may spend one material to either replace a scout in the active system with a free space marine, or replace a space marine with a free land raider. So I'm going to do that. We're going to spend
cheap
one, and we're going to replace this scout with a space marine. It's a space marine. Right, that's me done.
Okay.
Similar.
I am dominating here, so I get a flag. One flag and one cog.
So we can't see anything.
I'll move them over here.
Yeah, so pop them up here.
And then you resolve a dominate order. You may take one cultist from the active system and place on a friendly or uncontrolled world in an adjacent system. Problem is that then there's no longer, then that's no longer friendly. So it won't get the cog. So I won't do that. Says when you may. So
Okay.
I'll keep them going on there.
I have to resolve this one. So this is also a dominate.
2 more flags.
So I get 2 flags for this.
That's it.
And I get to resolve my thing. So for the Emperor, spend a thing.
Oh, loads of space marines everywhere.
We'll replace this one with a space marine.
But you only got 2 of those tokens. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm advancing. Orbital strike.
So have you done with your advancing?
Yeah, I'm just moving that guy over there.
After resolving an advance order, if there are no contested areas, then the active player may resolve an orbital strike. Choose an enemy world in the active system. Choose one void in the active system that is adjacent to this world. Roll the number of dice equal to the combined combat value of all of the ships in that void.
2.
You're looking for the bolt gun symbols.
Here we go. Oh.
None.
None.
List.
Rubbish.
Okay. All done.
When do we take these off? Straight away.
I was taking them off. Yeah. So I'm resolving this one. So I am deploying. Well, I've only got 4 material left. But
Purchase units and then a structure. So that's the order you have to do it. You can't build a factory and then units. Cool.
does it say then?
Purchase units and then structure in the active system.
Okay, yeah. So I might just purchase. I mean, I don't know how many of each I've got. Could purchase 2 strike cruisers.
Strike cruisers.
Yeah, that cost me 4 materia, and I can purchase a maximum of 4 units. But let's have 2 strike cruisers.
Oh, gosh, that looks scary. I'm building more. Another factory. And it's mine.
That's
2.
2. Okay. I'm going to advance.
Okay.
Now, can these move into...
No, they stay in voids.
Right, okay, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Because obviously then you can have people walk over them, as it were.
Yeah. Oh, so I need to leave one there
To leave a chain.
to leave a chain to get through. My other option is that I
mean, you could do a big orbital strike.
I could just do a big orbital strike with these three.
Against my Chaos Space Marines.
Or I can't do an orbital strike if I'm actually doing like a ground assault type thing.
I'm assuming my structure stays even though I haven't got people there.
I don't know.
They don't need people.
We haven't read about damage. So I'd be rolling 4 of these dice, and there are 3 bolt guns on there.
When the attacker wins a battle, he gains control of all enemy structures on the world. Oh. They stay, but you get control of them. Take over my factory. I'm supposed to make my wallets.
So I can move in
Not
from...
orbital, though.
No, I can move in from one adjacent region, adjacent system. I can't move in from here and here. The problem is if I do move in with these...
Well, if you're doing it to the active system, well, the
Yeah,
arrows have more different directions.
No, I think it said it was from the system itself and from one other system.
Okay, these units can move from voids in the active system and / or one adjacent
system. So if I do that, I would be leaving these, which means I wouldn't get the materia in the refresh phase.
The danger in it.
But if I put it here, then suddenly I've lost the link. I then can't bring them out. But that's fine. I think we're going to go here. We're going to do our own orbital bombardment.
Is that 6 dice?
6 dice.
I've got 3 else.
I've rolled 3 bolt guns.
So I just take 3 damage now,
I guess so. I mean, we've not read the rules on damage yet. It just says
orbital strike.
Combat values and suffering damage will be explained later on. Suffering damage: when you suffer damage, choose any one friendly unit in the area to suffer the damage. That unit must be unrouted unless all of your other units are routed. If the damage equals or exceeds the chosen health value, the unit is destroyed and removed from the game board. If it's less than the health value, then it's routed. If the damage exceeds the health value, then any damage that exceeds the unit's health value must be applied to another friendly unit. You repeat, and so on and so forth. Note, when suffering damage due to an orbital strike, any units that are not destroyed do not become routed.
If it exceeds life, it is killed. 3 damage, or strike count route units. So it needs to exceed?
The damage needs to exceed, in bold, the health of the chosen unit. So the health is 3, and I've rolled 3, which seems odd.
Or equal, it says.
No. If the damage is lower than the health value, the unit is routed. If it equals or exceeds, it's destroyed. It's if it exceeds, then any excess flows on to the next one. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. So it's destroyed.
But I keep my factories and to build new people next time.
So when suffering damage due to an orbital strike, any units that are not destroyed do not become routed. Oh, so if I hadn't have done,
if
I hadn't have done 3, then it would have been nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many are on there? 50% chance per dice.
That's it.
Take your dice back. Yeah, it's a maximum of 8 dice for an orbital strike.
Okay. And none of us. So we now do the refresh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, poor guy.
Collect objectives.
Yay, we win.
Collect material.
Okay, collect material.
And we are collecting material from worlds, friendly world. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I get
Oh, you get quite a lot.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't get so much.
So I start off with more. All
Two.
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So that's collecting materia. Rallying routed units. If units were routed, they stand up. And then draw events and move warp storms. Now, neither of us
I've got an event card.
have got.
We have to just do one.
So it says draw events. So we would have both done it. Then we would have played our cards. And if you don't draw any event cards, you must still move a warp storm. So reveal the top card of your deck.
That's the combat deck.
That's the combat
Probably.
deck.
I thought there's nothing on there. This one.
Yeah, there you go. That. So
Yeah.
you have to move one of the warp storms like that.
That's what I don't really want to cut my people off. So I could do that.
Yeah. I seem to remember last time I played this, we were just moving the same one back and forth.
Yes.
But
And then this goes.
I think you shuffle it back in. Yeah, you shuffle the event card back into the deck without resolving its ability.
Okay.
Okay, so I do the same. Ah, no, mine's different. Mine's sideways.
Oh, I
So,
see. Interesting.
am I bothered about the fact that you've cut this off? So can I build in here?
You don't know friendly worlds.
Well, how do I get a friendly world?
Move people on it.
Right. Okay. Let's move this to here. Okay. That's it. Round 1 done.
Now the track moves on.
Round 2. I'm just going to pop downstairs. I'll be back in a minute. Have a jaff cake.
Yeah, I can't get to my objective now.
No.
Cheeky. You're player 1 now.
I am player 1. Yes.
Oh, there's a rule. 2 players can't move the same warp storm. Wow, that's just cheeky. One of his player does not have any order tokens until his red token. The player can move what's player must choose a warp storm they can legally move. The player can't move any warp storms in either direction. Indicated on the chosen event card doesn't move warp storm. Each warp storm can move only once during each refresh phase. Aha, I tell Paul I'll move that back then. Cheeky Paul is cheating again. A warp storm can't move as a ball required. Another warp storm. A warp storm can move to the edge of the game board, but cannot move off the edge of the game board. Oh, interesting. A place they're on the edge of a system tile or on the shared edge between 2 system tiles. So,
yeah,
same warp storm can't be moved.
Right, okay.
Each warp storm can only be moved once during each refresh phase.
Okay.
Move that one back,
That makes sense.
and then just suppose.
Well, I have no choice.
Yeah, you can move it to the edge apparently, but in this case, because you can't.
What do you mean I can move it to the edge?
I mean, if you had a card.
Oh,
that
it
allowed
could,
you
it
to,
could. Right,
it could,
okay.
But that's what your card does.
Right. So I'm now the first player. Round 2.
Oh, I see.
What's
Warp
that?
storms are coloured differently on either side, so when you flip it, you know that you can't.
Clever.
Again. Right,
Right.
you first.
Planning.
Planning. We don't know what the event cards do. They might be really important.
I think they're good.
So what have I got? A flag and a cog. Cogs can be used for stuff.
When building, they count as 2 materia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is pretty good, I think. I guess. I know. Hmm.
Is there ship-to-ship combat?
I guess. We've not read the rules on combat yet.
Is it even possible?
I figured it would happen when it happens. But feel free to have a browse and see what you find.
Combat. Oh, is this a contested area?
Okay.
Still not.
No.
Still not
So,
sure.
yeah, hang on.
Ship to ship is done exactly the same as man to man.
Okay.
Made.
Place my first one.
I'll go there instead. Let's do this fun. This part is quite fun. I need to do that, don't I, at some point? But... Oops. I suppose it's not too bad.
All right.
That's 4.
So, operations phase. Me first.
Buildage.
Buildage. So I'm building here, so I can build a maximum of 4 units.
Or you build a structure.
And or build a structure, but if I build a structure, it comes afterwards. What we got? I haven't got any more little ships. So I've only got 3 little ships.
There they are. Little armada.
I've got 3 big ships.
And you got an hammer.
I do have a hammer.
But yeah, it means you cannot buy one.
No.
You can buy a space marine.
So these are expensive. Really expensive. Let's build 2 scouts, which is going to cost 4. And then I'm going to build a city.
So you're going to upgrade your stuff.
So I'm going to put a city here. And where can these scouts go? On any friendly...
They go where factory is, don't they? Purchasing units requires a factory.
It requires a factory.
Yep, that's why I built factories.
Places the unit on any friendly or uncontrolled area in the active system. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put that there. That's me done.
Well, I've got that one there or that one there.
Just got a preset view for those people interested. This is what the game looks like from a 3D point of view.
Deploy. So I'm gonna build. Spend 4. For 2 ships.
Mm-hmm.
And then do that there, do that there. I'll do. Up to you.
Mm. So my question is about combat. If I was to have a land combat here, would I just win?
How can you get there? So you can move this guy over.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess
I think I would.
You become you go own the place there.
Mm.
You need to save money. There's not enough money. Not enough material to do everything.
But I can't get these to here. Because I chose not to leave one behind.
And the warp storm's in the way.
Oh, and the warp storm's in the way. I forgot about the warp storm.
Yeah. Big load of lightning.
Okay, so we'll do it. I'll resolve this. And I think I can't move that one because there's no path. But I think I can put that one there.
Yeah. So then you become the owner of the factory.
So is that right? Do we have no combat? Combat. After a player moves units, he must resolve a combat if he has units in an area containing both friendly and enemy units or structures.
Or structures. Okay.
Or structures. Well, let's work out to see if this is something I want to do. During combat, resolve advance is the attacker, the other player is the defender. Dice and cards. Roll dice based on their unit's combat values, etc., etc., etc. Yes, the question is, do I automatically just take it over? Do we do the combat? Because there is a resolution, capture structures. If the attacker wins the combat, he takes control of any structures on the world by removing them.
Contested areas.
Yeah.
A contested area is any area that contains units or structures belongs to 2 different factions.
Yeah, so it is a contested area.
Typically, an area becomes contested when a player resolves in advance order. It's possible for game effects such as card factions. Resolving in advance order, a player cannot move units in such a way that more than one area becomes contested.
Yeah.
After resolving in advance order or a game effect that causes an area to become contested, the player who controls the units or structures in the contested area must resolve a combat.
Yep. So it says preparation. I will roll dice. So I've got a scout. So I would roll 1 dice.
Then I'm going to lose the battle because I don't roll any.
You're not rolling any dice.
But can I do cards?
But it says that each player draws 5 combat cards. Then there's reinforcement. The attacker and then the defender can use
reinforcement token.
Then players resolve up to 3 execution rounds by playing combat cards from their hands. So yeah, I'm waiting for the chat to tell us. Do we go through this and do we resolve the combat? I think we do. I haven't seen anything to say that if I land on a planet where there is no troops, the factory is not a unit.
If the defender does not have unrouted units or bastions in the area at the start of a combat, the attacker immediately wins combat.
Oh, it's in there.
Yeah, players skip preparation and execution steps, move directly to substep B of the resolution step.
Substep B of the resolution step, I capture the structure. Mine.
Structures.
Learning game.
Oh. Don't worry, my ships are there.
Okay. So it was a contested area, but it is not anymore.
Doing this.
Strategize.
Yeah.
Purchase an order upgrade, a combat upgrade, or both.
Things cost money.
Yes.
It's the
And
problem.
you have no cities,
I do have no cities.
so you're only buying from the zeros.
I don't even know what that is.
What's wrong?
Gain 1 cube.
Cube?
Dice. Gain 1 cube.
What? Is it a Jaffa cake?
Is it a dice?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. We haven't looked at these battle cards yet, have we?
It might be a dice. Yeah, that looks like a dice.
I mean, it's got to be a dice, isn't it?
It's got to be a dice.
Gain 1 cube. Like, what's a cube?
Some effects allow a player to gain 1 cube. To resolve it, the player takes 1 die from the supply, rolls it, and places it in your play area.
Okay. I might get the upgraded thingy for 1.
Place that here so we can see it. What have you got?
Fear from above.
So your orbital bombardments are better.
Yes. And that cost me 1.
Yep.
And then I put a thingy on top of.
Well, you can do a combat upgrade as well if you wanted.
Oh, and you save my money. I got no
Okay.
money. I got no material on the stuff.
And then, yeah, you put that on there.
I say that I do an event
Right.
card.
My go. I'm going to do this.
These are event cards. Yeah, these are.
Although it doesn't matter, because if I do this, you have to pass. I then do that.
Either way, it don't matter. I suppose.
I'll do this first.
Tactical.
I'll do this first. Oh, except I've left here. I should have done that before I did that. Silly ball.
Now you've got a hammer.
I have a hammer, and and
You can upgrade a.
I haven't got any materia.
Yeah, I need more money.
I could have upgraded that to a Land Raider.
Could have done all this one.
So tell you what, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do that instead.
Not do it.
I'm not going to do it,
So you can play an event.
and I'll have an event card instead.
Then you got to do that one.
So you pass, I then do this one. So I'm strategizing.
Hey, you got no money.
Oh,
No money. This is the problem. I've got no money. I need to save my money.
and I guess all of these cost something.
Yeah.
Oh, but I've got this. Can that only be used when...
Oh, I thought that's for buildings. You're right. Cash, isn't it? Cache.
When purchasing a unit or structure.
Units or structures. Okay. That's good to know.
So what I should have done is I should have used that when building in order to... Okay, well, that's a mistake.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine. I think you made a mistake by building a factory there.
Yeah.
So it might all balance out. Right. Yeah. Just that?
I own that now.
You do?
So I'm going to get more money. I
That's
want
yours.
more money. And then it's me again.
And then it's you again.
So I've got 2 money to spend.
Yeah.
So
And
and
that.
that. Yeah. So technically I've got 4 money to spend. But what I wanted was a city, which is annoying because the cities cost 3.
which you can do.
Which I can do, but I'm going to only get a city. I want to get a person really in a city, but I'm 1 short.
Strategize token will also go to the event deck during the event phase.
You'll draw 2 cards and only play 1.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes. Let's get a city.
Okay, so you spend that and 1,
Save me 1 next time.
and you built a city.
A bit empty though of people, aren't I? But you can't get to me.
Okay, we're all done with the orders. So we do the refresh phase. Is that printed on the back? No, it really should be.
Yeah, that not yet. Refresh phase.
It's on the back of there. It's claiming objectives. Then it's
collect objectives, collect material.
material. So
So you've got an extra 1 now.
2, 3. Yeah, but I lost that one.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, because you lost that one, but you gained.
I gained 1, which is 1 higher.
Right. Step 3 is something.
Rally units, if any
Right.
got down.
Nope.
Nope. Move warp storms and resolve event cards.
So it's event cards. So I draw 2, you draw 1, and then me first. I choose one of these, and I play it.
What do they mean? What does bird mean on a
I
die?
think it's morale. Yeah, it's morale.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to play.
Well, I'm going to want to play this, and that's my only choice.
I'm going to play Emperor's Champion.
Ooh.
So I move a warp storm, and we're going to move this one to here. And it says place this card in your play area and discard all of your other schemes. At the start of an assess damage step of combat, I can discard this card to rally one of my units.
Okay.
So somebody who gets damage can stand straight back again.
Wake up. I've got through the warp. Place it, so I move a thingy. I have to move this one. Place this card in your play area and discard all other schemes. While resolving an advance order, you may discard this card to allow your units to move through warp storms. If this order starts a combat, gain a bird at the start of that combat.
Okay, nice.
Morale.
We're all done.
That is it. End of round.
Round
First player moves over. Round 3. Okay.
Orders.
Oh, I didn't get my thing back. Gosh.
You're putting that in there, aren't you?
Put that there.
Put that in there. Okay.
Double check the movement rules again. Okay. It's only in the active system.
I'm going to put that there.
Can I just move a person from there to there?
If you play the advance
There.
in there, then yes, you can move from there
Because they're adjacent planets.
Because they're adjacent planets. Yeah. So you don't need any ships in the way.
You.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This little corner. Go.
You first.
Me.
Dominates.
Coggity cog.
Flaggity flag.
Flaggity flag. May resolve dominate. You may take one card from the active system, place it on a friendly or uncontrolled world and adjacent system.
Oh, hello. Oops. Oops.
It's the net gain of 1, isn't it?
Well, it's the objective.
Yeah, it is.
That's the whole point of the game.
Dominate. Dominate. Taint of Chaos. When you resolve a dominate order, you may take one cultist from the active system and place it on a friendly or uncontrolled world and adjacent system.
Yeah. Well, I left it to take this factory, so. Okay. I want to do this.
Yeah.
So I think I can move these in here.
And do a ship-to-ship combat.
All right. And I can also move this one to here. But I can't move. So that can't move to here and then to here and then to here, can it?
Yeah.
Or can it?
Or can it? In a congruous line or whatever.
So there is an example. So number 4 has it moving through the void.
A ground unit.
Can a ground unit move? I don't think it can. Because I'm not moving. Yeah, I don't think it can.
The world a ground unit moves from must be in the active system or one system is adjacent to the active system. Ground units cannot move into the active system from more than one adjacent system.
Correct.
Okay. Ground units on a world adjacent to the destination world always have a legal movement path. Ground units cannot move through a contested, uncontrolled, or enemy void.
Yeah. Okay. Can move a unit from the world it currently occupies to any world in the active system connected via a path. A path is a series of contiguous, non-diagonal friendly areas. A path can consist of worlds, voids, or a mixture of both. Okay, so I can.
Nice.
But I didn't realise that. In which case,
building up the fortifications back there.
those two are going to come into here. I
And
don't really need this either, but I'm going to leave it there.
And then we do a combat.
And then we do a combat. So now we're actually doing our first proper combat.
Ship.
Ship to ship combat. It's all it's all kicking off here.
3 versus 2. Combat. You are the attacker. I am the defender.
There you go. That's what's going on here. I am.
Resolve the combat. Players follow these steps. You want to do the rules reference version or the rule?
I've got it here. So preparation. Oh, it says so. Combat in Forbidden Stars uses a combination of dice and cards. We start by rolling dice based on the combat values. Then you play combat cards to trigger abilities and gain icons, dice, and combat tokens. The player with the most morale, which is the eagle, at the end of the combat is the winner, and his opponent must retreat. So at the end of the combat, it's the one with the most morale.
Right.
So preparation. Roll dice. Both the attacker and defender simultaneously roll a number of dice equal to the combined combat value of each of his unrouted units in the combat as displayed on the faction sheet. So I've got 3 strike cruisers. I'm rolling 6 dice. So I'll roll mine and I'll just put them here. And you roll yours and put them.
That's a lot of guns.
It's a lot of guns.
Okay, not so good. For
Each player organises his roll dice into groups of identical icons, right, as we've just done. Excuse me. Draw combat cards. Each player draws 5 combat cards.
Okay.
Right, so reinforce. First, the attacker and then the defender have the opportunity to place some of their reinforcement tokens near their units in the contested area. The number of reinforcement tokens that a player can place is equal to the number of units that they have in the combat.
You can play 3 units.
So I could play 3. I am going to place 2.
What do they do?
Don't know. But I'm going to put them in there.
All right.
So you're going to put yours in.
Why not? We don't know what they do.
If I didn't and you did,
Exactly.
you'd end up with. Let's put
4v3.
red for the attacker, maybe.
Okay.
Red for the attacker and not red for the defender. Execution. Players resolve up to 3 execution rounds by playing combat cards from their hands. During each execution round, players perform the following sub-steps. What A? Choose a combat card. We simultaneously choose one combat card from our hands and put it face down. Then the attacker reveals and resolves the card. Then the defender reveals and resolves the card. And then we assess damage. Starting with the attacker, both players must suffer damage equal to their opponent's total guns from dice, combat tokens, and face-up combat cards. Each defense icon that a player has from dice, combat tokens, and face-up combat cards reduces the amount of damage suffered by 1.
Okay.
Right, so we do that 3 times, and then at the end, resolution. So after resolving the 3rd execution round, we determine the winner. The player with highest total morale wins the combat. So you could lose most of your units, but as long as you've got the highest morale at the end,
And have a handful of units left, I guess.
you win the combat. And enemy units must retreat. Your total morale is the number of morale icons on your dice and face-up combat cards, as well as the number of morale on your faction sheet that corresponds to each of your bastions and unrouted units in the combat. Right.
Right.
So. Okay.
And they die unless they lose. If they lose all their health, but if they don't lose all their health, they become routed.
Yeah, I don't know how flags work. What are reinforcements?
What do they do?
What do flags do?
So reinforced attacker. See reinforced page 11. Oh, the routed side is the red side.
The what side?
Routed side. Or
Oh,
routed
okay.
side.
Right.
Reinforcement tokens. Reinforcement tokens are assets that players can gain. Players can use these tokens as additional units during a combat. Each of these tokens is treated as one of his command level 0 units.
Okay, so it's another strike cruiser, and yours is another, what's it? Red lifeboat thing.
Yeah. Either a ground unit or a ship's appropriate for the combat. When a player resolves a dominate order, gains 1 reinforcement token for each reinforcement asset. Yeah. After rolling dice in combat, each player may place a number of his reinforcement tokens into the area of his units.
So it's just more ships.
It is just more ships.
Okay. Right.
So
So you've got 2 morale.
I do.
I've got 5 ships, each of which was 2. So I've got 10 morale here. You've got 10 morale as well.
Yes. You've got 4 damage. So you can't just blow up my ships, and thus I haven't got any morale.
I think so. I'm hoping so.
And when you play the card, you get everything on it.
Yeah.
So what do the down arrows mean on the?
So it says
Look at that.
there's a general ability and then a unit ability. To use the unit ability, you must have at least 1 bastion, stroke
see.
unrouted. Yeah, it's whatever it says on.
Whatever it's written on there, which is none of these.
Yeah. So combat
I
cards
don't
have
think-
1 or 2 abilities.
Oh, I
You
can't
first
roll.
resolve the green box, and then resolve the brown box in the order in which it's listed from top to bottom. If it's got a name, you need to have one of those names. But then there's also the icons. Those icons function like the icons on the dice.
Okay. Well, I'm a bit confused as to what that means. So we've got one, like, for example, says spend 1 gun in square box to gain 3 gun in circle.
Yeah, so you'd spend that to get 3 of those.
How are they different?
They're not. They're exactly the same, but you have to spend a dice. It means you
have
can't
to
spend.
have had the dice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right, I'm playing, and we can put it on our cards.
I don't think routed units can apply the morale at the end of the
No, I don't think I do. Yes.
So
Okay.
we just played one to start with, and we're
And
doing
then
3 rounds of this.
I reveal.
You
don't.
You're the attacker.
I'm the attacker. So I've got an extra
Defense.
shield. If you are attacking, look at your opponent's face down card.
Hey.
Okay? So I can either gain 2 guns or 2 shields. I'm going to gain...
And there's a strike cruiser as well.
I'm going to gain 2 guns.
And you are a strike cruiser.
Oh yeah, strike cruiser.
So you can spend 1 morale dice, but you haven't.
To retreat one of your units. Yeah, get that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. So your first card.
Is Corn's Rage. So I can spend that, as we saw a second ago.
You get 3 of those.
Let's get 3 of those. And then, because I'm Iconoclast,
You are who, what, when?
Iconoclast Destroyer.
Is that what you are? Okay.
Yeah. Your opponent chooses and routes one of his units unless you spend a defense.
I will choose and route. Can I can route one of these, can't I? Because they're going to go at the end anyway.
But now we've got 4 each. Then we'll do another card, I guess.
Or should I use a defense? You've not got any guns. Oh no, you've got 3 guns. Yeah, that's fine. Now we do another card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Faith in the Emperor.
Oh.
So it gives me a morale, and I gain
Oh,
a white cube,
cube.
which
Die.
was...
Damage step before next card. Ah.
What?
Damage step before next
Oh, okay.
card.
Put the cards back.
Hold fire.
Yeah, you missed that. Assess damage. Right, so at the start of an assess damage step of combat, I can discard this card to rally one of my units.
Oh, nice.
I'll hang fire on that. So, starting with the attacker, both players must suffer damage. Oh, so we do this 3 times. Right, okay.
Gosh.
So, I do 4 damage to you.
I'm also doing 4 damage.
Minus your...
So you do 3
What?
damage to me.
So, I do 3 damage to you. Right, so how are you taking that damage?
Well, I'll get rid of one of my reinforcement thing and
then
go with the other one. Route the other
route one of those.
one. I guess that's
Alright.
how it works.
So, I'm taking...
4 damage.
But I've got 3 shields.
For 1 damage.
So, I take 1. So, I can route another one. I don't have to take it on that one, do I?
Don't think so.
Guess not.
Suffering. Do we got suffering damage?
Suffering damage. The unit must be unrouted unless all of the other units are routed. Okay, so I have to take it on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so round 2. I'm playing Faith in the Emperor.
Wait a sec.
Now, what did we say this was? It was gain a dice and was it roll it?
Gain a dice and roll it, I guess. There's some kind of...
I saw it somewhere. Did I see
Gaining
it?
and losing. When a player gains a die with no icon, the player takes a die from the supply, rolls it, and places it in play. Oof.
I need morale.
Protected.
I've got loads of this, but I just don't have the morale. And then I've got a strike cruiser, so I either rally one of my units or
gain a morale.
Gain a morale. I'm going to gain a morale. Is that one? It's a square
die.
morale,
Yes.
and I'm limited to 8.
Yeah. That's the thing, I guess.
So I've got morale.
Okay. Foul worship. Getting a dice as well. Gun. Pew pew. An iconoclast. If your opponent has at least 1 routed unit, gain defense for each unrouted cultist or iconoclast. 2 defense.
Oh, all right, okay. Don't forget what John said. The round tokens are only applicable during that card's fight. Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know that.
Didn't know that. Missed that. Thank you.
Nice.
Does say... No. Where did it say?
That's what the black ones are then, I guess.
Okay. Doesn't say that in here.
Combat.
Yeah. It's not in the quick learn to play, I don't think. He just mentions combat tokens, add them up. Rules for suffering damage are on 13, and after both players have suffered damage, if only one player has units or bastions remaining, they win the combat. So you can wipe out the opponent.
So choose combat cards, resolve combat cards, assess damage.
It will be after the assess damage step.
Starting with the attack of both players in the combat suffer damage equal to the difference of the opponent's defense and defense. After both players suffer damage, if only one player's units.
Combat tokens, yeah, here. Return to the supply at the end of the execution round. We believed you, I just wanted to find it in the rulebook.
Oh,
So,
I think it's saying here as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So
we both played a
we
card.
both played a card. So now I'm dealing 4 damage.
Yeah.
You've got 3 shields.
So I can take 1 damage. Yeah, I've got 4 shields.
4 shields.
But no damage.
Okay.
But then I'm only doing 1 damage, 2 damage back.
2 damage back.
Yeah, I'm assuming these cards stay in play.
Yeah.
2 damage back, but you got those
Oh, yeah,
cards.
I've got 5 shields.
Okay. And then next card. Those go. Okay, yeah, it's all making sense.
Okay. Fury of the Ultramar.
Oh no.
Right. So your opponent re-rolls a shield dice. Okay, and then I may re-roll a shield dice. Right, and then if it's a strike cruiser, force your opponent to lose either a shield thing or 2 shield tokens.
Oh, ouch.
And
Oh.
yeah, go on. Oh, so these should have gone. I forgot about these. I may have forgot about those earlier. Never mind.
Wherever they were.
I'll put these down here actually.
Impure zeal.
If you put that down there, and we'll keep this for the combat stuff.
If you have more morale dice than your opponent, rally one of my units.
If you have more dice, more morale.
Wing dice.
Right.
Rally one of my units. And then it's an iconoclast, so gain combat for each unrouted cultist or iconoclast. So I've got 3 combat.
Wow.
Unless you
unless-
choose and route one of your units.
I will choose and route one of my units.
Okay.
Right. At the start of the assess damage step, I'm going to discard this card. Now, I'm going to guess discard is gone, unless I'm told otherwise, to rally one of my units.
Goddamn Emperor's Champion.
I think I've lost this.
I'm not sure. Because you're going to go.
Oh, no, now we're doing damage.
Now we're going to do
aren't
damage. I've only got 2 defense,
we? 4 guns.
5 guns,
5 guns.
2 defense.
3 damage. That's more like it.
Yeah, so I can route all 3.
But no, I think if you take damage on one of them, so choose any one friendly unit, it must be unrouted unless all of your other units are routed. And then if the damage, so you can't put 1 on each, you can't split it. So you choose a unit, and then that will take damage up to its health.
Okay, we'll get rid of my token then.
So that takes up 2, and then there is more,
So it gets routed.
so it gets routed.
And then I do 1, 2, 3 back, but you've got enough shields.
I got loads of shields. Right. Okay. So probably didn't need to do that card, but that's fine. Resolution. Determine the winner with the highest morale.
So how does morale calculate?
Adding up the total number of morale icons on your dice and face-up combat cards, as well as the number of morale on your faction sheet that correspond to each of your bastions and unrouted units. I've got 1,
So I've got
2.
4.
I got 8.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
With all that damage just wiped out my people.
Capture structures.
So I have to retreat.
Yeah, defender wins ties. The enemy units must retreat. Explained later.
So a routed unit retreats as well?
Units can be routed by combat card abilities, retreating or suffering damage that is less than their health value. Plastic piece is placed on its side. Tokens are flipped to its ready. Routed units don't add their morale. Additionally, you cannot assign damage to a routed unit unless they're all routed. Retreating. Units that must retreat when they lose a combat. Additionally, some combat cards force them to retreat. Defender retreats. You must move all of your remaining units from the contested area to either a friendly or uncontrolled area in the active system or an adjacent system.
One adjacent system.
Ships to the void. Ground units to a world along a legal movement path. If you can't, you must retreat. Okay. You've got to. If you can retreat to both a friendly area and an uncontrolled area, you must retreat to a friendly area.
Yeah. Well, there's no friendly areas. That's not friendly. That's not a void. Space.
It's not a void. Okay.
I assume it's still routed.
It is still, yeah, but it will come back at the end of the round.
Uh-huh.
Which we're not at the end of the round yet.
No, miles away yet.
Players discard all combat tokens and then resolve the next. Yeah.
Then they
Clean
go.
up. Discard any reinforcement tokens that you use to the supply. Shuffle all of your combat cards back into the deck. Right.
Go. So.
Question is that event that I discarded, is discard gone or is it shuffled back into my event deck? I think it's gone.
Nothing really was achieved there, was it?
We now know how to do combat.
Yes.
I used your reinforcements. We used my reinforcements.
One was routed, one wasn't.
It was fun.
Yeah, but I've still got both my ships.
Yeah, but I've got you out of here.
But actually, it's doing your morale. No, we know that. Yeah, pull one. But
yeah,
just moved me from there to there. I suppose is the thing.
Importantly, I moved into here.
You did.
So that's what I wanted today. That was the primary objective. Right.
That was your action.
That was my action. Yeah. So I think flip it over, leave it on the board until it's resolved, and then build.
Yes. Right. I've got a cog-eating cog as well, and I've now got a city. So I can now build things. I can build some Chaos Space Marines, and I can build ships and all manner of stuff. But what have I got? So I've got 9 to spend. Could just build 3 Chaos Space Marines. That seems a bit crazy. Can't build any more flying things. I only build 1 there because of the limit of 2. Build 2 there. Yeah, because that has to be in that area. So that was 9. Oof, all my money.
You're done.
Huh?
So that's that gone. I'm going to dominate here.
Yeah. 2 more.
So I get 2 reinforcement tokens.
Now you know what they do.
Yeah. And whenever I dominate, I can spend 1 material.
Turn a thingy into a thingy.
To turn that into. I'll make it that one actually. That.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we guess what this is? More combat.
More combat.
So, can he move from there today?
Yeah.
Can he? Just go all out. You're people are miles away. In we go. Combat.
Combat. Part 2.
Combat part 2. So those cards shuffled in, didn't they?
Yeah.
All the combat cards.
So preparation. Roll dice. So I've got some Space Marines.
You have
2 dice.
2 dice. Wow. Your guys only 2 dice. Am I 3 dice?
Yeah.
So I've got
So
3.
I've got high morale.
I've got 3, 6, and the cultist 2. I've got 8 dice.
Okay. Yeah.
could reinforce these.
Yeah. So, but interestingly, you roll dice based on
Yeah.
that. You don't get dice for your reinforcements because they're reinforcements.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Okay, so reinforce step. Do you want to reinforce?
I haven't got any tokens. Would you like to?
It's interesting, isn't it?
I'm attacking, so I start.
I am going to reinforce.
God.
So I've got two more Space Marines in there, but I don't get the dice for them. And yes, we go for it. I can only send one reinforcement token. Yep, you're right, because I've only got one in there. Thank you.
Ah, okay. We didn't know that last time.
No, we
had
did.
Loads.
We did.
I didn't.
I remember reading
I
it.
didn't listen. Okay.
Reveal.
Impure Zeal. If you have more of these dice in your opponent, rally 1 units. Don't need to, they're not dead. But I have got a cultist in place. So I gain temporary things for each unrooted cultist or icon cast. I get temporary damage. Unless you want to route one of your units.
So what you're going to get? You're going to get one gun.
Yeah.
For each. It's not
Unrouted.
an iconoclast. Oh, iconoclast
Cultist or
is
iconoclast.
yeah. No, that's fine. You can have it. Have a gun. Mine is Fury of the Ultramar.
Oh.
We've been left on our own, off in this system, miles away from anywhere. So your opponent re-rolls a shield.
Yeah.
I can now re-roll the shield. And then, because I'm a Space Marine,
Yeah.
I can force you to lose a shield.
Uh-huh.
Right, damage step. Assess damage.
Right, I'm doing
I
5
mean, it
damage.
says, starting with the attacker,
Okay.
both players suffer damage. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
That makes sense.
I assume it's simultaneous, but it.
Both players calculate the total offense value and the total defense values. Starting with the attacker, both players in the combat suffer damage equal to the difference of his opponent's value and defense value after both players suffer damage. Well, why is it starting? It's the same.
Well, defender shoots first.
Okay.
So I've got 1,
2.
2.
I've got 2 defense.
Right.
Ping. I've got 5. So you've got 1 defense, so 4 damage.
4 damage, eh?
How much?
This
person's got 3
they've
health.
got 3 health. So that's that one gone and that one routed.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Round 2. Ding ding. Yeah, this isn't gonna get this isn't gonna go well, is it?
Gonna have to be that one.
And if a routed unit takes any damage, I'm gonna guess it's dead.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I had 6. Yeah, you're right. Because 1 on the card.
So it didn't matter, did it? Oh, did it?
Because you'd have had 2, you'd have been 5 with 1 defense, so it would have been dead. That's negative for me. Cause
So you had
I had that and a token, didn't I?
yeah. So you had 6. I had 1 defense. So that's 5.
Yeah.
They got 3 health. So it didn't.
It's a level 0 guy, which is still.
Oh, it's a level 0 guy.
Yeah. So he's got.
Oh, it's not another Space Marine.
No.
It's a scout.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's dead.
Everybody's dead, Dave. Which is a shame because I wanted to play that card.
Thank you, chat.
If you have more of these dice than your opponent, place a free cultist on another system.
Yeah, you
that'd have been
totally won that.
great. That'd have been great.
Right. Okay. And that's you done.
Yes, nothing else happens after
Sorry,
combat
I should have removed that.
other than that.
Well, I'm now going to resolve this one. Buildy build. I have a city,
You have got a city.
so I can now.
Build Space Marines.
I've also got a hammer.
You got a hammer. Ooh.
I've got 5 materia, but I am going to spend this for an extra 2.
So you got 7 to spend.
7 to spend. I'm going to build. I'm going to build a Space Marine. That was 3. So that was 1, 2 off the stash thing. Cash. I've got 4 left. And there is no point building another factory here. So I'm going to build a city.
Ooh.
Done. You go.
I go. Can't go. Pass. Over to you.
Strategize.
Strategize. Still got
Strategize.
1 money left.
I've got 1 money left, and I now have 2 cities.
Do. Might help. Maybe. With 1 money left. Wouldn't help me, I don't think. Everything costs 2 or more.
So 2 cities. Oh, wow. These are really expensive.
Yeah, I know, right? 6 money on
I thought something was going to be super cheap.
They're all just way expensive. You can buy the Fear from Above, which is the one
I am going to buy the Rain of Fire.
They're slightly different then than mine.
Yeah, right. Let's just get these out of here.
Get out of here.
There we go. Right, so I've got Rain of Fire. You've got the equivalent. Right, and then that goes there. Your last token?
Yes. Which is... Hey, look. I've got no money.
Okay. So we do the refresh phase.
Yes.
Claim objectives.
Collect.
You claim the objective. So you've done a thing.
I've done a.
Yeah.
Wherever that is.
Yeah. And then materia.
Collect material. Yeah. Oh, I moved off of there. It's worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4,
26.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What? What? They got 6. Oh, you took that off me, didn't you? Yeah, I've basically got this.
Yeah, you got those. Yeah, you're safe there. Safe as houses.
Okay. Step 3.
Rally.
Rally routed units.
Whoop.
Step 4.
Move warp storms and resolve event cards.
Yeah. So I draw 1.
I draw 1.
I choose to play 1. Well, you're first player, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll put it on the 1 card. There we go. Okay, so it's gain 1 forge token and 1 reinforcement token.
Warp storms.
Warp storms. Well, I'm sticking myself in it a little bit there. If it's not a sideways one, trying to work out where the.
Yeah, it's either it rotates clockwise, anti-clockwise, or it goes sideways. So what have you got on the card? Yeah, so you're rotating it.
I'm just looking at it like that, aren't I? So it either goes like that, or...
Yeah, so it's like that. So it can either go to there, or it can go to.
Yeah, let's put it on the edge like that.
To there.
There you go.
Okay. So I've got Work of the Righteous. Choose a friendly world and either gain assets from this world or material equal to its material value. I think I need some more material, so I'm going to choose this world, and I'm going to have 2 more material. And then I'm going to move this.
On the round where you didn't have material. It's a perfect card to get.
I think we're going to move this here.
Okay.
And that gets shuffled in. Did we get an answer on the if a card is if an event card is discarded, does that mean it's gone from the game? Or just discard? Discard is in there.
Scheme event cards remain in play. When a player chooses to resolve a scheme event card, he places it face up next to his faction sheet. His player, he can use effects of scheme card event card.
Yep.
It's face up the player by following instructions on the card.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reshuffle back into your deck, apparently. Okay. Thank you, John.
discarding cards. Some effects are a player discard a card from his hand or from his play area. When a card is discarded, it's revealed to all players and immediately shuffled back into the player's deck.
There you go. Right, off we go. Round 4. Planning.
You move this.
I did.
You take the first player marker.
Did.
Oh, no, you're going first.
I'm going first.
Overexcited.
Mm. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good point John makes that the deck is so small. If anything did get discarded, you just wouldn't have any cards left.
Let's think of the right order to do this.
Like that, is it?
Works.
My last one.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, your last one. I've got one left. Okay, I think.
Right, me first.
Yeah. I think. Gosh, I don't work out the order of things.
And build.
You're building. Got extra money. They really help you.
I've got 8 and I've got 2 cities.
You have. And you got a hammer.
I got a hammer. So I am going to spend 5 and a hammer
Oh.
to build a battle barge. Now this can go here. Does that work?
Yeah, somewhere.
And
battle barge.
I'm also going to spend 3 for Space Marine.
Oh, look at that corner.
Okay, yep, that's me done.
Okay. I'm building. I am building. I'm going to spend... Because I've got a city as well. I'm going to spend.
Okay, yeah. So where you build the factory is important because that the number of schools is the number of units it can build.
Yes.
Yeah.
3.
My query was, for anybody who knows, and I'm looking at you, John, is what's to stop you
Okay,
building
so
two factories in the same system? And then if you do you add the schools together for production?
Yeah, that'll do.
So I have to resolve this one.
Do.
That's a shame.
Awkward, isn't it? I'm like, oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I'm moving in there.
Yeah, basically.
Because of this.
Because you get that, you win.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move these 3 ships. Well, those 2 ships and that to there. Oh no, because then there isn't a.
Move this one to here.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can't because I'm moving into here.
Oh, I see.
So I can't move this one to here at the same time. So I move them to there, but I'm also moving these
all the way over here.
into there. So I've got 3 Space Marines protecting this place.
And a massive load of ships.
And a massive. Well, the ships are irrelevant if. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
I'll take a token off. I'm advancing.
Into there.
Through the warp.
Right?
I was only advancing and you may discard this card to allow units to move through a warp storm. If this order starts combat, gain 1 morale dice.
Yep.
At the start of the combat. Boom.
You cannot place a structure on a world that already has a structure. Yep, that's correct. But yeah, you could have 2 factories on 2 different worlds.
Like we got there.
Johnny's asking, yeah, I don't know. I got the copy of this game from a friend of mine called Martin, who might be in the chat. Martin, if you are in the chat, let us know where you got these 3D printed surrounds from. Because they're kind of a soft plastic. They're not like the 3D printed plastic. They're a bit more malleable.
Do I move both in? But that's going to make me lose that. I'll put them on it.
Okay. So we have a fight.
We have a fight. So that discards. Shuffles back into the event deck, and I gain a 30. We roll the dice first, don't we? Cast space between 3 dice. One of each.
Then it's reinforcement tokens, I think.
Yeah. In what order?
Attacker first.
It's going to be. It's not. Is it considered one of these for the purposes of the cards?
I don't think. Oh, I doubt it. But
So it's treated as one of the command level 0 units.
well, there you
But it
go.
hasn't got the name of it, has it?
No, but it's treated as one of them, so therefore it is. It's treated as if it was a cultist.
In which case, then yes.
So you've got a Chaos Space Marine and a cultist, and I could have. I'm going to say no.
Okay. I'm doing the wrong decks. It's like they're all events. That makes no sense.
first.
Attack first. Gain a bird. Dice. So cultists are so we're saying that I've got a cultist.
I think so. Yeah.
If you have more birds than your opponent,
Mm-hmm.
place one free cultist on another friendly or uncontrolled world in the system.
Okay.
Dark Fate.
For the Emperor. Gain a dice.
Uh-huh.
And if it's a Space Marine, I can rally my units or
Gain a bird.
gain a bird.
Okay, and damage to each other.
Yeah.
We both deflect it.
I got one gun.
So have I.
Okay.
Same again. Gain a bird. If I have more, gain a.
Wow. You got so much morale. You got 6. Fury of the Ultramar. So reroll a shield. I may reroll a shield.
Ooh.
And then because I've got a Space Marine, you lose a shield.
Oh. That's nice though.
So assess damage. I got 3 guns.
Yeah, and I've got no shields.
Okay, 3 damage.
So that takes 2.
Takes 2 and he's
And
gone.
it's gone. And I'll take 1.
One
I'm
more,
routed.
so that's routed.
Yeah. I'm still winning.
If we get to the end of round 3 and you're not dead.
Uh-huh. Well, you've got quite a lot of
So
stuff.
question is, does a routed unit...
Doesn't. But
So...
I don't have a cultist.
If the damage was lower, then it's routed. If you say take damage on a routed unit, does it take 3 again? Kill it?
No.
Yeah, it just says you can't choose the routed unit unless it's all of your units are routed.
Yeah, is it already damaged or not?
Let's have a look. You cannot assign damage to a routed unit if you've got 1 or more unrouted units. Yeah. So I think it will absorb the full damage again. Yes, Paul. There are no persisted hit points. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
okay.
basically, it's kind of back to full hit points.
Which is good. It's got 3 health.
Okay.
Gain a dice.
Ambush!
Oh,
Daka, daka, daka.
there we go.
I have 2 guns.
So if all of my guys die,
I win.
you win. Ah,
You've got so much morale, but
I know.
unfortunately,
But I gained
everybody's dead.
a whole
You
bunch of
did.
extra people.
Do you kill any of mine? Well, one of them is routed because you got 2 guns. I got 1 shield.
Yeah. My guy dies.
And then I win. And you have to run away.
I haven't got anyone to run away.
The dead bodies get up and run away.
But I did get a load of people,
You did.
which is nice.
Right, so that's that attack done. I now have to resolve this one.
Moving into there.
I can't remember what I was doing with this. I think I just put that down as a semi-bluff or just in case something was to happen.
Because what can you move in there?
I could move this into here or here. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to not do anything. Get on there.
Okay. Building.
Buildy, build, build.
I've got 6 to spend.
You do that. I'm going to pop to Luke.
6 to spend.
Have a Jaffa cake.
What shall I buy? More Chaos Space Marines? I can get 2. Chaos Reavertine, Repulsive Grand Cruiser. He's going to move in here, isn't he? Probably. Alright, no, he's moved twice already, so he can't move this turn. So I need to build here. And actually build here next time as well. So for a cost of... running at 1 city. So I could build a Hell Brute. What I missed? I'm deciding not to build. I've got 6 to spend, so... Let's build a Hell Brute for 4.
Who what then?
Spending the hammer.
Is that
To
your
move my thing.
equivalent of...
Your Land Raiders.
Right, okay, yeah.
And then that's 4, so I've got 2 left. Which I'm going to build a Bastion.
Totally needs painting. Bastion. Oh, because that's where my objective is, isn't it?
The objective is.
And I can't build a bastion here because I stupidly built a city there. Why did I build a city there? What an idiot.
Over to you.
I'm going to blow the city up. It's this. This is strategize.
What it might be.
I don't have anything left. I'm going to put it on there.
I've got. Move into here. So. Where do I move from? Possibly. I can have 4 people in here. I only have 2 people in here. We really want to move from there to there. Let's move from this area into this area.
I think we're all done.
All done.
Claiming objectives?
You
No.
You get an event card, but I do not.
Claiming material?
Unrally troops.
Yeah. I'm just on 6. You're on like 9 or 10.
8, 9.
9. I'm only on 6. But I get 2 cards. So you still have to do a card, but you don't get the event.
No,
you
I
just
just
get to
get
move the...
And I'm your first player.
I am first player at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to play Work of the Righteous. I'm going to choose a friendly world and get 2 material.
That one again.
And a Warp Storm is going to move.
My plan of making you poor and me rich. You're getting the cards giving you more money every time. And we're on to 5, aren't we?
Well, it will be round 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this to here.
Ooh, sideways. That's the
It
one.
can't be that one, so that one goes there. Yeah. Right, round 5. Orders.
And over to me for first player.
You are first. Is there an expansion in development?
There was, apparently.
Was there? Okay. Yeah,
was
and they
never
lost the license, and I believe there's a load of fan-made stuff for it that's available. So bastions protected from bombardments, was it?
Mm-hmm. And they've got a health and dice value and everything.
Right, where are you going to go?
There.
Oh, you've gone. I'm also going to go.
Ooh, cheeky. There. Mm. Oh.
Right.
Right, let's see
go.
what happens.
We need to have a look at this side
Well-
of the board, don't we? This. We'll get very busy here.
Interesting.
Just see how far we can go in with this camera. We can go in quite far with this camera. Look at that. That's insane.
Interesting. Right. Yeah.
I don't think it can focus. I can't. There we go. Yeah, that's how far we can go in with the camera, which is a bit silly, to be honest. But
Dominate.
okay. So you get nothing.
Hammer. And, oh no, I'm not on there, am I?
You're not on there.
Oh, I didn't think that through. I'll put it on here then. I forgot it had to actually be on there.
Dupes.
Oh well.
Oh, you'd have got both of those things.
Yeah, if I was on it. When you resolve Dominate, you may take one card from the axis and place it on a friendly or uncontrolled world in an adjacent system. Ah, I can't move it there to there then beforehand.
Is that after?
When you resolve
So I think you could.
from the axis and place it on a friendly or uncontrolled system in an adjacent system. So I need to put
Oh,
it
in an adjacent system.
Yeah.
Okay. You can.
over to you then.
Right. I'm going to resolve this one.
Yeah, they come.
Now, do I also want to bring in any land units? I don't think I do. So I'm going to do orbital bombardment on there, because I can't do it on there because of the bastion, so we're going to do it on here.
You're also not adjacent to there, I guess.
You can do it anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And during this orbital strike,
You gain a dice.
you gain a dice, and you can convert one of your morale into things limited once per round. So off we go. Orbital strike. 4 is 8.
All your dice.
So this whole gaining a dice, I can't.
You've got too many ships.
Should I leave one behind? I mean, maybe I should. Yeah, we don't need all of them. I'll leave this one behind. So it's 1 less dice. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then
So 4 dice for the big one.
it would have been 1, 2, 3. No, sorry, 1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And I can convert 1 morale into a gun. So I convert that into a gun. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. They've got 3 health each.
Blam, blam, blam.
So one's dead. The other
One's dead,
round.
the other one's right. No, you can't route from up
Oh,
to
no.
above.
So one's not dead.
Yeah.
One dead.
Fine.
You done?
Yeah, that is me done.
We'll do this one. Building.
Build it back up again.
If you'd have done that one first, I would have had to do that one first because that was covered. That was what I was really worried about then. I was like, oh no, my plans are ruined. So build first. 9 to spend. I wanted the hammer and the cog, but alas, rules. Right, I've got 9 to spend. I couldn't do that one first either because you covered that one. So that plan ruined. 9 to spend. Probably building more ships. There's going to have to be people. All I can do is spend 2. Build another bastion.
Only 2 for a bastion. Wow. You can't have 2 structures on the same.
Oh, yeah, sure not.
Oh, you're cheating.
Am I cheating?
Yeah, you can't have a bastion on there.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't spot that.
Yeah. Well, give it back. I'll give it back the money, don't I?
Rick's cheating. If somebody spotted that in the chat, apologies.
And if it didn't spot it, it didn't happen.
In which case, that's the one I would have bombarded. But just have the money back, and we'll say it didn't happen. Yeah, 1 structure per world.
Yeah. Oops. Only bought it. Nothing's happened since. Other than you bombarding.
Other than me bombarding. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, they're
Okay.
rubbish then, aren't they, really? Not so exciting. The problem is, I can't build any other ships. I have to build loads of people.
Can't build any ships because...
I don't have the command.
Right, and you've
Because I was going to build a city,
Yeah.
and you covered it over. I was going to build that first. Alright. So I can build these fellas. 3, 6, 9. Build 1 here.
You've got 9 money.
Oh, 11 money. 2 here.
I built 1. I killed 1, and 3 more popped up. Is it the Hydra?
There we go.
Okay.
Oops.
Right. My go. And dominate here. So I gain a forge hammer thing. And I'm going to spend 1 material. Convert that into a land raider.
Nice. Little tank.
Little tank. It's an attack. You coming in?
Well. With my 1 ship.
You could. You got
Or
any-
I could just go get another
Yeah,
event.
have you got any reinforcement tokens?
Plan foiled.
So I'm going to resolve this one, which is strategize. So I am going to buy lots of stuff. So I can buy 1 of these and 1 of these. And I've got 2 cities.
Yeah, so when you buy a combat card, I think there's 2 copies of it, and you get both in your deck, and you take 2 cards out of your combat deck.
Oh, you actually take them out?
I believe so.
Oh. Hmm.
Each deck consists of 10 cards. When you purchase a combat upgrade, it chooses and removes 2 copies of any card from the combat deck and replaces them with both copies of the purchase upgrade card.
Right, okay.
Yeah. See, I do know the rules. Honest.
I'm going to buy drop pods. So
Oh.
those enemy bastions that you didn't have, they now would not prevent an orbital strike. But also, during this orbital strike, I can spend 2 rolled shields to place a free space marine on the world, which can start a combat after the orbital strike.
I've done this wrong. I should have done this.
And then what I'm going to do is... Oh, hello. These are quite nice. I'm going to buy Show No Fear. So that costs me 4. And I put those in and take 2 out. Yeah.
Yes, it's the first time I've done this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Upgrading cards.
Okay.
Probably a good idea now. 'Cause we'll probably have a load
And
of
I
cards to
take
do.
out 2 of the same type. Is that right?
Yes.
I will take those 2 out. Okay. Your go.
Nope.
Oh, no, it's not your go. You have to pass. I then resolve this, which is strategize. I'm just going to put it on there because I've already spent all my stuff.
Building, but I spent too much money earlier, so I can't buy the city I was going to build. Good job, me. So instead, I'll go to contest.
Yeah, combat deck is 10 cards, 5 pairs. Thank you.
That's it.
Right. So, claim
Right
objectives.
round.
No claiming of objectives.
Nope.
Gaining materia. I think it's 6 again for me.
Rally people. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And then I get 2 cards. And you get 2
Right.
cards. I'm shuffle. You have to play first.
Oh, okay. 2 that I've seen before. Out of all that deck. Game 1 forge token, 1 free reinforcement token.
Yeah.
And then
Totally in that one. Okay. So I move that to there.
poor little cultist.
And I've got a scheme in play.
Stuck. Another one.
So before I perform an orbital strike, I can discard this card to convert all dice into guns.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Right, round 6.
Yeah.
So the moment you're going to win. We go to round 8, you're going to win because you've got an objective because I foolishly left it.
God, and then this taint of chaos.
Yeah.
Allow me to whack a person on it.
Right, so I'm placing first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You do 1 combat per round. Multiple.
You can do multiple combats per round, but you can only do 1
Uh,
combat per advance.
under a ground and a space.
No,
combat.
not unless you've got drop pods.
Ah, which you have got. Oh, nice. Over to you.
Oh, you went.
Mm-hmm.
You're there.
Mm. Hmm. There was silence, and it was because my internet's crashing. There was still silence.
There's still silence.
Thinking.
Lots of thinking.
Brains.
My last one.
Last one. Round 6.
So, me first.
Contested. You first.
I only have this one to resolve.
Uh-huh.
So, dominate. So, I will gain 2
2 rally
reinforcement counters. I'm sure there are some more flights. Oh, yeah, it's those ones. So, 2 more of those.
Oh, look at all them you got.
And I am going to spend 1
Thingy into a thingy.
to convert one of those into a Land Raider. That's me done.
Do this one.
Mm-hmm.
Build it.
What you building?
Building a city.
It can go on the unoccupied one.
I don't want it.
Okay.
Although that'll make me so I can do the dominate thing there. Yeah, why not?
And it's your go again because all my tokens are covered over.
Okay. Dominate.
No, hang on. Purchasing structure. Friendly world.
Okay.
Purchasing structures is friendly world.
Yeah.
Purchasing units is
Dominate.
yeah. Okay.
I got a cog.
Get some cogs.
And
you get your ability, which
when
is
you
what
use
again?
dominate, you may take 1 cog from the axis and place it on a friendly or uncontrollable on adjacent system. Level full.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that done. So I don't have a choice. I have to resolve this one, which is the build. So I'm going to build a factory for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Strategizing.
Strategizing. 8 to spend. And I've got 2 cities now. Sure. I don't remember what that token is put down over there. No. I'll get that. I will save my money. Put that on.
Okay. Right.
Right.
Now
What's going on?
well, now that we know the Bastion's not there, now I've got all of these super things.
I've got lots of things.
I think we are just going to do a orbital, but so I'm not going to move anything in. Or do I? No, we'll move that in. Yeah, we'll move that in, and then I'm going to do an orbital bombardment on here. So it's 8. So I could do this to convert them all into guns. Oof. Which I will. I'm going to discard the Exterminatus to convert everything into guns.
Okay.
Which means I don't need to use that at all.
Well, yeah, like rolling then, do you?
That's fun. I like rolling dice.
Are they all guns anyway?
Not quite. So I convert that into a gun. Oh yeah, actually, because I could have converted one eagle into a gun. So all I've done out of that is got one extra gun. Right, I've got 8 damage coming in.
Okay.
Have
so
some.
My hell brutes have got 4 hell.
So that's that dead.
And then 3, 3, 3. So,
So
got
it's
10.
just one dead.
So
Yeah.
how much damage are you doing?
10. 8.
8. That's 4.
Oh, no,
sorry,
no.
That's 4.
It's 8, yeah, 4.
So there's 6 left. 3,
No, sorry, 8.
6. So 8.
8. So it's one of them. Yeah, that's all right. And I could have spent 2 shields.
You didn't have any shields.
But I didn't have any shields because I converted them all to guns.
Yep.
Nice. Soften them up.
All right.
Here we go.
Bill.
There.
Right. 8 monies.
Build them back again.
Cog. Hammer.
How much did it cost you to build the 2 things that I've just destroyed?
For 7.
Okay.
So, but now I can spend a hammer, a
Mhm.
cog, and 3 to get me a repulsive Grand Cruiser. Repulsive.
Yeah.
I've got 5 left. These guys have just been hanging around for ages, not doing much. I've only got 3 of them, you see. They've just been hanging around there. 5 left. I shall spend 4. Get another brute fella. There we go.
Attack.
Attack again.
So I can't do a land assault on here because I can't get to it.
No, there's no congruous.
Contiguous group of
Contiguous
friendly areas to get to. I could do a land assault there. I could move these into there.
Good.
Or I could just do another orbital bombardment.
Also could.
And I might roll a couple of shields. I mean, best case scenario is I roll 6 damage and 2 shields. But then that will kill that, and I'll end up with 2 Space Marines. Sorry, 1 Space Marine fighting against
2 Chaos Space.
2 Chaos Space Marines. Which isn't going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, so I'd only have 1. So I could only use 1.
Oh, I see. You get as many you got.
So we're going to move into here.
Lucky I put that big ship there.
Well, I wouldn't have done it, but you put the big ship there.
Well, yeah.
So,
But hopefully we might be able to destroy your armada.
yeah. Well, you can only cause 1 thing a turn, can't I? Right. Okay. So fight.
Fight. 4 dice for the repulsive Grand Cruiser and 2 for the Chronophile. 6 dice. You've got all 8, I assume.
Yeah. 6 dice. 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 6
You are attacking?
It's this before reinforcements.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh.
look at all them
Oh my
shields.
gosh. We're doing any damage to your guys.
Ridiculous. I've got 6 shields,
Wow.
1 gun. Right.
I've got 3 shields and 3 guns.
Right, so I can now, if I want to, spend some reinforcements. And I could spend all 3.
Good.
You could only spend 1.
Because I've only got 1.
But I've got so many shields that you're not going to be able to deal damage to me. But you might have some shenanigans. So I'm going to put 1 in.
Me too, obviously.
Okay, right. So, we draw 5 cards.
I didn't upgrade the cards, but you've got upgraded cards.
I have upgraded cards, yeah.
What events on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
That's it.
5 cards
That's what we
each.
got. It's the story, Jack and Ori. Ugh, see, that's the use. You're attacking.
Mm-hmm. Fury of the Ultramar.
That one again.
Reroll a shield.
Ugh.
I may reroll a shield. Oh, shield.
Bird.
And if I have a strike cruiser, which I
you
do, force my opponent to lose either a shield or a two circular shields.
Ugh.
What you got? What you got?
Corn's Rage. Rawr! Spend one of them to gain 3.
Oh yeah.
3 that one.
Right.
Opponent chooses and routes one of your units or spend a shield.
So I choose and route a unit or I spend a shield. Is it spend or lose?
Spend?
Yeah, that says spend. This says lose.
I mean,
Don't know what the difference is. I'm guessing it should be lose.
Spend. Some effect requires players to spend material tokens or dice. To spend material, spend a token, spend a die. A player takes one of the dice that he has rolled or gained and returns to supply. Okay, that's spend.
Yeah, and what's lose?
What's lose? Lose isn't on there.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Okay.
Assign damage. I have 2 guns.
So I take 1 damage.
Yeah.
I've got 1 shield. So that gets rooted.
Yep.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you take 2 damage.
2 damage. Now that is a strike cruiser.
So it's got
It's got 2.
2 health, so it can just die.
Yeah, just dice. Good job, put that in. Yeah, spend and lose is the same. Thank you, John. Right.
Okay.
Execution round number 2. So your gun
There we
tokens go.
Yeah. Can't stay forever. Hmm. Hmm. Decisions. Go for it.
Fury of the Ultramar again.
Oh, what?
Reroll that.
And then I have to get rid of one anyway. Oh, because now it's a shield, so I have to get rid of
I
it.
am going to choose to reroll this.
Ugh.
And then I'm going to force you to lose that.
Lure of Chaos. You may choose to route one of your units to gain a dice.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, right, opponent.
Yeah.
Route one of my units to gain a dice.
Have you got? You've got a
I
dice.
got 1 dice.
If you do not, I get a free cultist or Arcana class. But to be honest, I can't put. Well, I suppose I could put a cultist here
In this area.
in this area.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll grab the unit.
Yeah, nice.
A dice. It's another shield. Right.
And then I've got a card, so I gain either 2 damage or 2 shields.
All right. What do you want?
I'm going to need 2 shields.
Yeah, because there's no point gaining 2 damage.
No.
Okay. So I'm dealing 3. Ducka.
So I get 1.
1. No, you can't take damage on a routed unit.
Oh, okay. In which case, routing my Arcana class.
Yeah. And you've got 2 against.
1,000,000.
Yeah.
Or 3, technically, but yeah.
Yeah. Execution round 3. Ambush. Getting 2 of these.
2 damage. And then you've got a strike cruiser.
I have a strike cruiser, so when an enemy unit is routed during this execution round, it's destroyed unless you spend an eagle.
Okay. Foul worship. Get a dice. If your opponent has at least 1 routed unit,
Yep.
well, gain 1 temporary defense for each unrated cultist or Arcana class. No, they're
None.
now.
Right. So you're doing 3 damage to me. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to you.
Which kills my repulsive Grand Cruiser, I think. 'Cause it's got 5 health.
Yep. So 5 health, and then the other one.
Kills that.
No, it doesn't. No, because it's got 3 health or 2 health or whatever.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah, repulsive Grand Cruiser.
Yeah. So when an enemy unit is routed during this execution round, it wasn't routed.
I've got a shield on here, though. How much damage did you do?
I did 6.
Oh,
It's got 5 health.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, just did it. Right.
Okay.
But then
That's the end of the
that's
card.
the end of the cards.
Uh-huh.
No, neither side has been completely defeated. So now we go to morale.
So you've got a whole bunch because you've got this.
You've got nothing because they're all routed.
And I've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
There you go. You win. I have to
Bye bye.
zip off somewhere else. To a whole other different area? Or can I just move there?
Retreats are all of your remaining units from the contested area to either a friendly or uncontrolled area in either the active system or an adjacent system. But if you have a choice, it has to go to a friendly area, preferably. So it has to go here. What if that would cause you to then exceed the capacity?
I suppose, yeah, you can have capacity for voids because voids have got a certain amount, isn't it? And then it's not a valid area.
Was it 5 or was it 3?
It's not a valid area then.
It's 3. I guess it's not a valid area. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
That is it.
Okay, so end of the round.
End of the round.
We claim objectives, we rally units, we gain stuff. Then I'm still 6.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What?
Yeah, I got that fella.
Dear.
Oh, that's not really open. Then events.
Oh, you put one on.
I did.
I did not. So go on, you get your card. You do it.
What's the scheme? Seduced by chaos. Place this card on your player and discard all the other schemes. Don't have any. At the end of an assessed damage step of combat, you may discard this card to rout 1 enemy unit.
Okay.
Ooh.
And you're moving a warpy thing.
Sideways.
Okay, which means I'm moving 1. So I can move this one, but I'm assuming I can't put it there. So I'm going to move it to there. Right. Round 7.
7.
Ooh, 2 rounds left.
I'm holding off. I'm trying to hold off his attempts.
Problem is, you're just outbuilding me. You've got so many,
Got all the
so many resources coming in.
Okay. I'm going first.
You are. Oh boy. Boy, boy, boy. Hmm.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to do this properly. That's 3. The contested area. That's 4. 4 and 4. Yeah. Me first.
You first.
Dominate.
So you get a flag
And a cog.
and cogs. You get to do your ability. Boo.
Over to you.
Hmm. So.
Decisions.
Build.
Building.
So. You can't scuttle units, can you?
It's annoying, isn't it? Because I've had these got 3 guys
Oh,
forever.
I'm
don't think
assuming
so.
that you can't scuttle units.
Because I've had those. I could have really wanted those ships over there, but I don't want to move them.
Yeah, because I need a ship here.
And let's have a look at the building rules. Since this is.
So I'm going to have to spend 5 and a hammer to build something that I don't want here. And then I'm going to spend 4 for a land raider here.
Oh, I think we're going to build. It's not deploy, isn't it? Deploy.
If anybody knows, let us know. Can you
Next
voluntarily remove units from the board?
Players are limited to purchasing the number of units and structures provided in the game.
Yeah.
Player cannot purchase a unit or building if all of the units, structures, of the type are already on the game board.
Yeah. Full stop.
Full stop.
No
A player can
semicolon.
place purchase units on any friendly ships. No.
Okay.
There's only so many of them.
Okay.
I can't build another one. We've only got enough.
That's a shame.
So you built that, yeah?
I may have built a Land Raider and a big ship.
That all your monies.
It cost me 9, and it cost me the thingy. Or hammer.
Okay. This one. Dominate.
Mm-hmm.
Get a hammer. Get a cog. Move a person.
Is that exceeding the limit?
Nope, it's 4 on there.
Oh, it's the number of skulls, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd forgotten that. But voids were 3. Oh, I forgot that.
Number of skulls.
Hmm.
Still got that because I've got my building on it.
Okay.
Uh-huh. You can have 2 turns now. Or not.
Attack. Do an orbital bombardment.
Okay. All the dice.
With all the dice, because it's 4 plus 2 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. And you haven't turn them all into guns thing anymore. Well, that's a lot of guns anyway.
Well,
Now.
I can convert.
That's all but one.
I can convert 1 morale into
So
a
it's
gun.
all guns.
It's all guns.
Wow.
8 damage.
What are the chances? So, my big fella.
There's 3 guns on a dice. So the chance of me rolling that many. Well, I did that last time.
So 4,
4,
7.
7, and that's it.
How much did you do? 8.
8.
Yeah. Okay.
Still. I mean, I could have moved in with ships, but only from adjacent, so I couldn't have moved in with this one. Okay, here we go. Whew. Hi, Georgios. Thank you very much for joining in. He's playing this on Saturday. Oh, cool. How many players? Because this would be awesome with 4. It's brilliant with 2, but
Attack.
where?
Me.
Oh, where?
There.
Yeah, but they're coming in. They're having a go.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I need to reduce down this number of
orbital
ships.
bombardment.
I need to reduce them.
And you want to build these elsewhere.
Yeah, fed up with them just knocking around.
So, dices.
Yes, I've got 6
6.
or 6.
Right.
Ooh, lots of damage. Wow. And a lot of morale.
But only 1 shield.
Ooh, a lot of damage for me as well.
Right. Reinforcements. Do you want to put any in?
Yeah. Do you want to put any in?
No.
Alrighty. Saving them for this
Mm-hmm.
last ditch battle.
Didn't draw any of my good cards last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Still haven't drawn any of them. That's twice now. What's the point of these
Oh
cards?
gosh.
Yeah. So
Mm.
a card each.
Gosh.
What's the health of your ships?
2 each.
2.
How's your chips? 2 each, except for the big
Oh
one.
yeah. Big one's 4.
Hmm. These aren't very fun cards. They're all the same ones I always get. Well,
Do we just explain 4 players? Yeah. Right, you reveal first as the attacker.
Lure of Chaos. You could route one of your people to get a dice.
Nope.
Full dice.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I place 1 free cultist or arcana class in this area.
Which you can't.
So, but I've got an arcana class, so I gain 2 shield.
Shield you want, is it? Okay. That means I won't kill something. Unless...
Unless...
Fury of the Ultramar.
Oh my god.
Again.
Again.
Reroll the shield.
Oh man. I can't.
Okay. I may choose to reroll this. So at the moment, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've only got 1 shield. That's 4 damage. That's going to kill either the big one or both of the little ones.
Yeah. So if you re-roll the shield, that's not much cop.
But there's no point keeping it. Right, and then I'm going to force you to lose those.
Yeah, which is not good for me.
Right.
Damn that Fury of the Ultramar again.
So, 5 damage coming to you
And 5
with
damage
no
to you.
protection, and 5 damage coming into me with no protection.
So 2, 4.
Now, if I take 5, that's that one, and that one routed.
Mm-hmm.
Or that one and that one routed. No, I'm going to take both the little ones. They're gone.
At the end of the assess damage step
Oh, hang
of the
on.
combat, you may discard this card to rout an enemy unit.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Oh, wow!
Oh,
You've already
God.
taken them off now.
I didn't realise you had it. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Schemed.
Right. Well, that was round 1.
That was round 1.
Round 2.
Round 2.
And you've got 5 things and I've got 5 things. So we're going to kill each other.
Seems that way.
Yeah. There is going to be mutual destruction. In fact, I've got 6.
Yeah, it's got 1 on there.
Okay. You to reveal.
Paul is inflicting 6. You had 6 damage last time.
I had 6, yeah, sorry. So what was that?
I killed the thing. Killed a guy. So I had 3 ships and a thing. So 2, 4, 5. So that would be dead.
Thank you. I forgot that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Foul worship. Gain dice. And then if your opponent has at least 1 routed unit,
Yeah.
gain 1 of them for each unrouted Arcana class.
Okay. Faith in the Emperor. Again, a dice, which you can't have. But, oh no, then I don't get that.
Don't have any cruisers.
Oh, I thought I was going to rally something. Ah, it's supposed to go. Right.
So now lots of damage appears.
So you do 6 on me.
And you do 6 on
Which
me, but
kills
I've got
me.
2 defense, but 4 is not enough.
So we kill each other. So mutual annihilation. I guess that's it. I guess there isn't a winner or a loser because it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Everybody's dead.
Everybody's
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Everybody's dead, Dave. Whew.
You again.
Again.
Please tell me you're not building.
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 Building. 11 to spend. 2 cogs. And a hammer. If I had a hammer. So
Oh.
1 money, 2 cogs, and a hammer.
This
It
wasn't
repulsive
part of the
cruiser.
plan.
Then what turn 2 put on there? 8 more. 2 left. 2
2 of those.
hell brutes.
I mean, that's the equivalent of the Land Raiders. So, yeah. Okay.
2 left. Well, I can't fit any more people on there. I can't fit any more people there. I can buy an iconoclast. Why not?
All done.
Yeah.
I'm attacking.
Attack!
So we're going to send the 2 land raiders in.
Okay, here they come. I'm more attacking. You get your good cards now.
Yeah.
And you've got these 2.
I know. That's why I saved them. I could have won that fight, but I realised I didn't need to.
No, I just wanted to wipe those guys out.
So land raiders are 3 dice in attack. I mean, you've got a maximum of 8 dice. So
Why skip pull as token in lower left? Oh, this one.
Oh, I do. Sorry, that was that.
Okay. So, oh yeah. So I've got loads. I'd imagine, haven't I? 4, 8.
You'll have your
Yeah,
maximum.
it is 8 anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Daka, daka, daka.
I'm missing a dot. There it is.
Raise
Okay.
shields. And the thing is, we've not. Yeah.
Shields. And loads of guns.
Oh. Right. Do you want to put any reinforcements in?
I can't.
Yeah, right. I can. So these 2
So
are.
now, scouts.
They are scouts. Oh, rubbish, isn't it? Okay, they're scouts. Right then. So, come on, good cards.
Yeah, so technically with this guy, I'm sort of 1 up on your 4. Because he's 1 better than a scout. I've got more dice to start with.
You have more dice. Yeah.
If you've got the good cards, though,
Close.
it's very close. I can survive this.
So, here's a rules question. Can I move that first and then move that to there?
You needed that there to move your things
Yes,
in.
but can I? That's it. Can I move them and then that one? Rules question.
Moving ground units, now moving ships. Well, so during an advance order, all ground units move simultaneously, but not
Okay.
all.
Please repeat the rules question. The rules question, John, is can I use this ship to move these land units from here to here, and then after that, move the ship to here? That's the question. I don't even know if I want to do that, but
During an advance order, if a ship moved from an adjacent system to the active system, ground units cannot move into that system from a different adjacent system. Okay.
should I put a different card in? Now that I know these cards, definitely should have put a different card in. Right, so.
No. No,
Right,
says John.
thank you.
Ships
Ships
move
move first. Got it.
Right, you're the attacker.
Apparently. And you've got 5 guns already. And I've got 3 guns against your 3 shields. So I'm not dealing any damage to you at the moment. Okay. Ambush. I think think I played the wrong card. Never mind. So I gain 2 guns.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the extra gun on here that I keep forgetting. So I've got 6 attack, and no special bonus because I've only got land raiders.
These aren't these kinds of scouts. That's what we've been saying.
Oh, sorry, they are scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot I had them. So when an enemy unit is routed during this execution round, it is destroyed unless you spend an eagle.
Ooh.
Even better.
Corn's Rage. Spend a thing to gain 3 guns.
Right. So, how much damage am I taking?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
-3, so I'm taking 5.
damage.
That's not good. That's 1 dead. Oh no, I've got these.
Yes, that's 2,
I've got
4,
the scouts.
and 1 routed.
No, I'll just take 2 and then route one of those. Because it's how much?
4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
-3 is 5.
Mhm.
So that
That's
takes
2,
up
so
2.
3 left.
3 left is enough to route that one.
Then your opponent chooses and routes one of the units unless you spend a shield. I assume that happens after
Yeah.
assigning damage.
Yeah. No, happens before.
In which case, you can either route one of your units or spend a shield.
And if I did spend the shield,
Then it would be an extra damage.
so I'll route that unit.
Uh-huh.
And then we do the assigned damage step. Right, okay.
So you're now attacking me.
I'm attacking you. I've
5.
got 6.
6. So I've taken
6.
3 damage.
3 damage.
I will take out a cultist
Which is 2.
and route the Space Marine.
Which means it dies.
Unless I spend a bird.
Unless you spend a bird, which you haven't got.
bird.
Okay, so tokens go.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal first round.
Yep. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Oh, these cards are lame. That, I guess.
Right, attack first. I got one of my new cards. Show no fear.
Oh,
So during this execution round, my units cannot become routed.
okay.
And if I had a Bastion, Space Marine, or Strike Cruiser, which I don't.
Good. Impure Zeal. If you have more birds than your opponent, I don't. And I haven't got a cultist on my kind of. But I've got 4, 5, 6 damage.
I've got 5 shields, and my I can't become routed.
So it doesn't do anything.
So the 1 bounces off.
Okay, and you're doing 4
Doing
damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I've got 4 shields.
Oh,
Ting. Nothing there either.
Just needed 1.
Good actually, that I think.
Okay,
Final card.
Faith in the Emperor. I'm going to gain a dice. Shield.
A shield.
And then because I've got a scout, I can either rally a unit or gain a morale. I'll rally a unit.
Oh, nice.
Come on, Line Raider.
Dark Faith. Gain a bird.
So you've actually got 2.
If you have more birds than your opponent, place a free cultist on another friendly or uncontrolled world in this system. Oh, no space. I think on another one.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Damage.
Damage.
What are you dealing to me?
4, 5, 6. So
I've got
you're blocked.
6.
Nice.
I've got 4.
I've got 4. Blocked.
Morale.
Morale.
Well. I've got 6, 7, 8.
I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What? Oh!
Yeah, get out of
It's
town.
all down to that one
That
morale.
card. Gain 2 morale with that card.
Wow. Close. Very close. So defender retreats. So I must move all of my remaining units from the contested area to either a friendly or uncontrolled. Yeah,
Back here, I guess.
basically, I go back there.
Or over here.
No, I can't retrace a path.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be along a legal movement path.
Get out of here, stupid tanks. That goes.
Oh. So much effort. Right. Final round of the game, but we need to do the clean up stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
It's epic.
We haven't done any events or anything yet. We haven't got any, I don't think. But
Okay, so we're moving warp things.
first we
Oh
need
no,
to...
I did. I had a thing on here.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yes, because you didn't do anything with it.
So
that one, wasn't
so I
it?
do get an event.
Oh.
Purchase one order upgrade, reducing its material cost by 1 for each friendly world containing a bastion.
Got any?
Well, I've not got any bastions, and I've not got any materials. So that
It's a lame
is
end.
completely useless.
Lame end event.
Wow.
Although that was after we get the materials, wasn't it? Because I remember you went up from 6 to 8.
Is it?
I think so, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Claim objectives.
Yes, move warp storms and everything. So
Okay, so that's not happening
collect
yet.
objectives we can't.
No,
Uh,
I'm getting 6.
collect material. I think it was 10, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right. It's an order upgrade. Now, the order upgrades are not the combat ones. It's these ones.
Rally units. Anyone damaged? Don't think so.
Mm.
Move warp storms. Me first and move a warp storm.
Right, I'm going to have that one for 2.
Oh, look at you with your bombardments. And it's me to do an event first.
Yes. So I've not purchased that yet. So you're just moving the warp storm.
Yeah. I'll move that there.
Okay, and then I've purchased that. I've purchased Crusade, and I'm moving this one to there.
Eek.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are in final round of the game,
Round 8.
round 8.
Tokens.
Well, the big fleets have gone.
You first.
Yeah, the little fleets are still here. So you've still got a bit of a fleet, haven't you? Yes. Fortunately, I'm placing first,
You are placing first.
and you've got loads of material, so you can just build loads of units again. And that's the problem. You'll place your token second, and you'll put a build token on there, and you'll just build up again. This is really well defended. Now 4 things on it.
Mm. Yes, because my one was on that one, which only had 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one has 4.
Okay. Change plan.
Uh-huh.
I wonder where we're going.
Change plan, leg it.
Go somewhere else. Hey, get off my land.
Order upgrades, modify your order thing.
Yeah.
You start combat with this order in a system in which you have no friendly worlds. Gain
Gain
no
reinforcement. Yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Oh,
That's me 4.
that's it. That's it.
Build.
Build.
I've only got 4. Only
Only
have
got
4 to build.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not ideal, but I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be another Land Raider. Although having 3 Land Raiders is a waste.
9 dice.
9 dice. So I'll have a Space Marine, which leaves me with 1 material.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, I have a new plan. I have a completely new plan. And that new plan is to spend 4 on a little ship and a scout. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Which costs 4.
Uh-huh. Dominate.
Mm-hmm.
Get a hammer and a cog. And I can move a cult system, the system, place it on a friendly or uncontrolled world and adjacent system.
Okay.
View.
I'll resolve this one, which is to dominate. So I'm going to get 2 reinforcement counters.
Yep.
And I can spend 1 materia. I can't. Right, that's that done.
Build.
Mm-hmm.
Lots to spend. I can't get a big fella, a Titan, unfortunately. I haven't got enough cities.
Yeah.
Even if I spend the hammer.
Because then you need another hammer to
Yeah.
get the Titan. Yeah.
Expensive. I've only got 1 Hellbrute left. So for a cost of 4, I'll get a Hellbrute. So I'm 10, so I'm 6. And for a cost of 3, down to 3, I'll get a Chaos Marine. Oh, cog. Uh, 3, 6, 7 dice. I'll save it.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to have a look at this one.
What did I put there again?
Okay, I'm going to resolve this one.
Okay. Attack. Here we go again.
Crusade, when you start a combat with this order in a system which you have no friendly worlds, gain a reinforcement token.
Reinforcement tokens.
Okay. I mean, I decide on the reinforcement tokens after I've rolled the dice, but I can't see these reinforcement tokens
Going anywhere else.
going anywhere else, apart from maybe if you attack here, which you might do. So let's hang fire on these. Let's roll the dice first. So I'm rolling 8. You're rolling 6 for your brutes. Yeah.
Yep.
2 land raiders and a scout. No, that's 7. 7 dice. Eagle, eagle, eagle. 1 gun.
Ooh.
3 shields. Well, that's rubbish. But if I just hold off and not take any damage for 3 rounds, then I'll win on. Oh, what?
All guns.
All guns.
All guns all day.
Right. Which basically means you're going to deal me, without cards, 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage. Yeah. So we're going to put 2 in.
Here we go then.
Possibly even 3. You've got 2 tokens left after. How much money have you got left?
3 and a cog and a hammer.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to keep that there. Right, here we go.
Here we go.
Hi, Sean. Thank you for popping in. It's been some very good games this week. Right. So, cards first.
Yes.
Okay, need to resolve first.
Foul worship. Okay, dice.
Ugh, it's another gun.
Another gun.
And anything happen?
I've only got these fellas who don't
Okay.
do anything on pretty much any of my cards.
But you've got how many guns now?
7
7 guns,
and 1 shield.
1 shield. So that 1 shield is soaking up my thing. I've got show no fear. So I've got 2 extra shields. And during this execution round, my units cannot become routed.
Yeah, which
And
okay.
I don't get that.
You don't have a Bastion or a Space Marine or a okay.
So I deal 1 damage to you.
Ping.
You deal
7 damage.
so 2 get through.
Gets rid of one of your tokens. Or one of your scouts.
Well, it says your units cannot become routed.
But you have to choose someone you can kill, don't you?
Don't think so. I choose which one to put it on.
Okay.
I choose to put it on this one.
And it doesn't come
And it doesn't become routed.
Ugh, oh, Swiss.
I think so.
Okay.
Round 2.
Correct, says John.
Oh, good.
Upgraded cards. He didn't do any of that.
Okay.
Okay. Corn's Rage. Get rid of one of them, get 3 guns.
And an extra gun from that.
Yep.
And I've got Fury of the Ultramar. So re-roll the shield.
Don't have any.
I may re-roll the shield. I'm going to. I didn't want that. And then
You don't have any there?
No.
Right.
So
6, 7, 9, 10 damage.
10,
Minus 4 shields, 6 damage.
6 damage.
And I take 1. Which is annoying.
Which routes a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 damage. Okay, so I'm going to take... I'm going to kill that.
2,
Kill that.
4.
10.
Yeah, so 6 left. I think the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing 10. No, it's only 6, isn't it? Because you've got 4.
It's 6.
6.
So 2, 4, and then I'm going to route that.
Okay. And then I'm taking 1 damage.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Bing!
1 damage is annoying, isn't it?
Because I've got 2 guns and you
I've
got 1 shield.
Yeah. Last card, though. What that morale you got?
Okay. What you got?
Impure Zeal. That doesn't do anything, but gives me an extra shield. and an extra gun.
Faith in the Emperor.
Oh, God.
Uh,
You might win just
if
from
I've
that.
got a scout, I have a scout, I can rally a unit.
Oh, nice. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage against your force, so 4 more damage. But these are going to help you,
I take the Land Raider.
and that's it.
So if I don't take the Land Raider, I take the scout and rout that one, which means my morale is
Enough to beat me anyway. Because all I've got is one guy.
So yeah, I'll kill the scout and rout the Land Raider. And I do 2 damage to you.
Oh, surely.
Bounce. Okay, so we go to morale. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9,
10.
Yeah, I've got.
Defender has to run away.
There we go. Yes. To where is the question? So it can't go here because it's full. Can't go here because it's full. So it's going to go to here, I guess.
It has to be a friendly or uncontrolled area in either the active system or an adjacent system.
Yeah, it's going to be here. That's 2 skulls. That's 2 skulls.
Yeah.
Can't go to either of them. Can't reach there anyway. So let's run over to here.
Mm-hmm.
That one's right.
Yeah. You must retreat to a world. Ground units must retreat to a world along the legal movement path. I mean, it doesn't say what happens if you can't, but I assume that's covered in the full rules.
That card saved you.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
It's an awesome card.
And I didn't have that 2 defense. I'd have wiped them out.
Right. That's me done. We've still got some talent left.
You own that now, do you?
Oh yeah, it switches to me, doesn't it?
Yes, you're going to get the objective token. I see, because that's going to be that now, isn't it?
It's not an attack. So if it was an attack, you could have counter-attacked.
Yeah, but it's not a build.
It's build.
And I haven't got a factory.
No. You can't build. I've taken over the factory.
Purchasing a structure requires a friendly world. Well, you can't do a strategy kind of thing.
No.
An event card.
You won't get an event. So I've got this one, which was an attack, which was my original plan.
Yes, that was the 2 things. I
yeah.
had to bolster that one or that one.
But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put that there. And then you've got this.
I have.
Is it an attack?
It is.
So we have your final last-ditch effort of those 2 against these 3.
And you've got one guy left.
I have the reinforcement that I kept.
Yeah.
So Land Raider and 2 Space Marines is 7 dice.
2 count Space Marines is 6 dice. 6. Oh, nice.
Yeah. The reinforcements are obviously going in.
Oh man, alive. Question is, what is the tiebreaker again?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. If you win this, you've won.
If I win this.
So you might as well just throw everything you can into this.
Yeah.
Did I draw the good cards? That's the question.
Because I can't do like that and do an order bumper first. It's only order bumper happens if you're not doing a ground combat.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're doing quite a lot of damage there. That doesn't help.
On a tie, the tied player who has the most friendly worlds wins, which is probably you. Or maybe not now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Assuming I keep that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So draw again.
On a further tie, the player with the most units on the boards wins.
Which is Probably you, because you won that one.
And if it's still tied, we share the victory.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
my God. I'm attacking, aren't I? So,
You are.
to do... You're going to do a whole bunch of damage. That's the problem.
You've only got one shield, haven't you?
I've only got one shield,
Yeah.
which is a problem. So you're going to be 4 damage. That would just knock out one and rout the other straight away.
You go.
Gorn's Rage.
Spend a gun, get 3 guns.
Yeah. And then, because I've got Chaos Space Marines,
Yeah.
either route a unit or spend a shield.
So I have to route a unit or spend a shield.
Uh-huh.
I will route the scout.
Route the scout.
Route the scout. Ambush.
There we go.
2 guns.
It's going to be dead, isn't it?
So I'm dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to you. Minus your 1 shield is 6.
Which is enough to kill them both.
Both dead.
And I'm doing 1, 2, 3 for 7, 8 damage.
Minus 3 is 5. So kills that and routes that.
Yeah, no shields. That was the problem. Both dead.
Right.
That's it.
So should we go to tiebreak land?
The plan was sort of to move. If you went down that way, I was
Yeah.
going to move all those guys around there
Right.
to attack.
As soon as
you went there,
you move there,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
exactly. But as if you did, then you'd have gone that way. So
Right.
maybe
So
it should have gone.
units on the board. Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, no, we've got event.
I've got. Oh,
We-
whoa,
so I-
whoa. Do we definitely do it? End of game.
Is the event going to do anything?
Don't know. Could give me units, couldn't it?
Okay. Mine doesn't. Mine's just a scheme.
Blight of Nurgle. It is a scheme.
Any units?
It routes a person.
One,
Yeah, that's it.
2, 3, 4, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a draw.
Wow.
Wow, it's a draw. It's a complete draw.
It is a
A
complete
triple
utter
tie.
triple tie break. How often does that happen?
That's hilarious.
That is the best end, I think,
Yeah.
to the game. Rematch. We both had the same number of worlds. We both had the same number of units on the board.
Wow, that's funny.
That is. But
Both
yeah,
takeaways the winner.
I fought really
There you
hard
go.
to try and get that.
You
objective.
did. We were fighting off that for ages.
And
That was a mistake.
That
one.
was a
If you hadn't
mistake.
done that, but
Yeah.
then that would have changed things.
it would have changed everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that, to do something here, to take your factory.
Because my factories are all there.
You built the factory, and I thought I saw an opportunity to sneak in and grab it, because I didn't want you building units right next to my base here.
Uh-huh. I mean, if I was clever, I'd say I did that on purpose to make you do it. Fortuitous.
So I've played this before a long time ago. I remember loving it.
But it's good, isn't it?
I think this is absolute genius.
Please.
Everything. The placement of the orders,
Uh-huh.
the way that combat works with the combination of the cards and the dice
Mm-hmm.
is so clever. And it's what I really like about this game is 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when games like this came out,
Mm-hmm.
there wouldn't be an 8-round limit.
Carry on
You
forever.
would literally just play forever. There would be 4 times as many rules
Mm-hmm.
for really complicated situations, and this is actually quite streamlined down.
Uh-huh. Once you get the hang of it, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it plays
Not
really
these clever
smooth.
things, and then really working out. I say, if I put that down there and get that resource, but then you put something on top, and oh no, now I can't do that order which I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because you blocked things.
So
clever.
although I will never play Twilight Imperium again, I'll never play Eclipse again because of the
This reminded me of Eclipse. So this is better than
well,
Eclipse.
it's the dice for combat
Uh-huh.
in those games is very much roll a whole bunch of dice and see how much damage you've done. This isn't that.
This has
This
defense
has got
and-
has got the different types of dice for different things. It has the cards. It has everything else. It isn't just dice for combat. And I love the way that you can, you had the one where it was like, spend that to get 3 of those. And now we understand how good that is. I have the defense.
For the rest of the game, I've lost the dice.
Yeah.
But 3, I've only get 3 rounds of cards.
Yeah.
So it seems like, and it gives me a thing anyway.
Yeah.
So
And we had a few battles that went to morale.
We did.
But ultimately, they were decided by the player who had the most units left. Generally speaking.
I mean, that one when he had 5 morale dice at the end there.
I didn't need to have any units. I just still won based on that. And I think the first time I
Nothing
played it, that's what happened. I had a combat where I lost the combat. In other words, all of my units got routed or whatever. But then I won on morale.
You had the morale.
And the other player won the fight, as in didn't take any losses and still had units left, but just didn't have the morale.
Everyone's like,
So
I'm not going.
Yeah, they got fed up and went out. This is with the Ultramarines and Chaos. The other 2 factions are the Orcs, and it is asymmetric.
And the Eldar.
So all of the decks work differently. All of the special player powers work differently. I would love to play this at 4-player. You are looking at probably a 6 to 7 hour game.
It's a massive game, isn't it? What?
I mean, we were
Did it feel
learning.
like rounds?
We were.
Yeah.
What time do we start? 3.5.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were 3.5. If we played again, 2-player, it would be 2.5. Because an hour of it was us learning the game from the rulebook. So I think maybe a 4-player game, you're looking at 5 to 6, which would be epic.
It's a convention game, isn't it? It's one of those.
It's a convention or it's a Saturday afternoon. Georgios is playing tomorrow, 4-player.
There you go.
Martin also says the fan-made expansions are fantastic as well. I think I might be getting them and printing them. No, the next thing for me to do is possibly start painting these
Painting
minis.
them up. They're good, aren't they?
These are really good minis. These would look really good painted. I just need to maintain the colour.
Yeah, and you can keep the bases.
Yeah, I could keep the
Well,
bases
the
the same.
ships haven't got bases.
If anybody has any good references of painted miniatures for these other than BGG, please let me know. Drop me a message on Slack or email or anything like that.
It's a bit soft.
Or leave me a comment in the description of this video. But yeah, if there's anybody who's painted these miniatures and has got good images of them, then let me know. Just before we disappear, obviously not a sponsored video today. If it was sponsored, then we would have done all of the preparation work. But Fantasy Flight Games have no idea who I am. So thank you very much to all of my Patreon supporters, not just for today, but for all of this week. I've taken all week off work to basically play lots and lots of games. Great, I'm playing lots of games, but it is hard work streaming, and I've lost quite a lot of money taking this week off work, and it hasn't been a holiday for me because it's been really hard work. I'm very happy about it because I've got to play some games which have been on my list to play for a very long time, but I couldn't do it without the support of the Patreon. So a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. And if you like the content that I create and you want to help me carry on doing things like this, patreon.com/gaming rules. Also, we're raising money for charity. If you've got a spare few pounds, there is a link to a charity in the description of this video. It's to support the kids in Uganda that are putting on their own board game convention. And all of my advertising revenue goes to charity. And this month, all of the advertising revenue is going to go to that charity fundraiser. Thank you very much. Tonight, the final video for this week.
No.
I say the final video for this week. I'm probably going to finish Hoplamarcus on Sunday. We're doing Space Crusade. Rick has brought round his copy of Space Crusade.
It's been years of me telling you to play it.
Yeah, he's been banging on about me playing it on the channel for 5 years. So we're going to play that tonight. Is it going to be as good a game as this? No.
No.
Is it possibly going to be the worst game we've played all week? Very possibly. But we're going to do it anyway.
It's going to be good fun.
It's going to be good fun. Mark Monk from Ninja Geek Games is coming over, and we're going to be playing that tonight. So I think we're live at 8 o'clock. Join us for some Space Crusade. That's everything. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, John, and everybody else for the rules help in the chat. We'll see you next time. Bye-byes.